Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another scene set in Vampire the Requiem, a requiem for London. It is another cloudy night on the streets of London. The coterie, the Cirque du Macabre, have gathered once more to assist the princedom in hunting down a revenant sire. Just 48 hours prior to this meeting, you would have all been given details to meet at a condemned derelict on the edge of Westminster.
Bishop, before we continue, I did have to ask, can we use our covenant status to ask for things?
Yes.
Because I was going to ask with my...
Oh, sorry, I was going to say the level and the scale of that which I'll give you is dependent on your status, but yes.
I was going to ask, because Joshua is one, and it would only make sense that he would have access to it, can I use my status in the Lankea in order to get armor that is suitable for a crusader to wear? Because I know armor is actually a big deal to us.
Are you talking archaic armor?
I beg your pardon?
Archaic armor? Or like...
I don't know what we actually... No, I don't know whatever we go to, because obviously we have to go out and fight the enemies of our covenant, all the evil supernatural crap that goes bump in the night. So I'd assume we actually have quite an extensive armory with which to do it.
Yeah, extensive, not all-encompassing. The Crusaders are a sort of minority sect within the Covenant, so they get a stipend. They're funded by the Covenant, but they don't arm everybody. For example,
I was basically just wondering if I could get some kind of set of armor, even if it is old-timey Crusader armor, that could be badass, and I would totally wear it.
You can access Kevlar or reinforced clothing. Archaic armor is actually rarely used because it's somewhat ineffective in modern knights, and there's not much of it floating around, and it's an important sorcery component. So they rarely hand out archaic armor because of its importance to Theban sorcery. You could access a Kevlar vest or like armored clothing though. But they would happily supply you with that and a light firearm.
Cool. In that case, let's get some reinforced. For the record, Pennywise, or you also have the enough status to get this if you want. Not Pennywise, Friday if you want armor. I'm just gonna get some reinforced clothing.
You have your status 1, so. Okay, yeah. Actually, they won't give you firearms, but they will give you like. Yeah, they'll give you they'll give you a spear if you want.
Does impaling a vampire with wood through the chest render them staked?
Yes, if you stake a kindred through the heart, they become paralyzed and torpid.
Then yes, I will take a spear.
So a spear with a wooden haft.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then yeah, you acquire armor. Let me just get you the stats on those.
Thank you.
Hey, okay. And I think that's the only relevant stats.
What does the 1 and the 3 stand for? Sorry, just
the one. The one represents. 1 second. Yeah, the one. So the left, the number on the left represents damage taken from normal attacks, and the one on the right, the number on the right represents damage absorbed from firearms.
Cool.
So if you were to get slashed by gangrel claws, you would use the number on the left. If you were to get shot out of a gun, you'd absorb the amount of damage on the right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Applies for all armor. But yes. So you will you can obtain some Kevlar. You can obtain some for your compatriots if you so wish.
Hey Izzy, want some Kevlar?
Hell yeah.
There you go. Hey Bridendale, want some Kevlar?
I'd like to not die, please.
So that's
I'm
a yes.
gonna be that guy and say you can get some for Farthingdale, but they won't hand it out for Izzy. she's not like KO. Pardon?
I'm taking Farthingdale's armor.
Okay, Bishop.
Children.
As soon as I'm handed the armor, obfuscate 1.
God damn it!
You run around a corner, obfuscate 1.
Yep.
Okay, the reason I'm taking your armor is because you're going to do that anyway anytime something attacks, so what's the point of you having armor?
Because they might be able to see through my obfuscate 1.
Also, you can't disappear in front of someone with obfuscate 1. That takes obfuscate 3.
Yep, so grab armor. Thanks. Run.
He needs to escape before he can actually obfuscate. So,
yep, and that means my back is exposed. I'm not taking that chance.
Yeah, I think they actually get bonuses if they attack you from behind. I don't think you forfeit all your defense, but you forfeit a decent amount.
But that's why my intention is to use obfuscate 1 so I'm invisible, and then just keep appearing using nightmare 1. So they never actually see me. They just get glimpses of me running past them.
Lol. But yes. So Farthingdale and Joshua, you both get armor. Isabel, you can attempt to obtain armor yourself.
I also have status 1.
Let me check what you have. Yeah, you're. Yeah, and it's the acts are the ones that control anything military related. But given that this is a fairly low cost investment, they'll hand it out to you as a one-off. You're just asking for armor. You're not asking for anything special.
No, just armor.
It's in their interest for you to return alive.
With a black bag.
With a black
No.
bag. They'll give you Do you actually make that offer to them?
No. Well, I mean, I did sort of suggest it, but I also wanted them to kind of vouch for him on their behalf, because the original thing we were told was that if a clan or one of the covenants vouch for him and want to take them in, they'll basically give them to them after they're done with the hunt. That was originally what was told before the winner wins.
If you want to get your hands on a revenant, the best option is the prince has openly said only those who find their sire and basically yield results will be allowed to live. So if the Lancashire really want a revenant, get one of the two who are going to be killed anyway. Because there are 4 and only 2 of them can live.
Well,
Right.
keep in mind, this hunt is happening simultaneously with the other hunt.
Well, yeah,
which we
that's
should
why
probably get to.
Now this is kind of what we were told is kind of changed at this point, because I don't know.
Well, they were looking for prospective sires, but they couldn't find any. Because who actually wants to uplift the revenant?
Well, I passed the message on to the higher ups and was like, hey, you could probably grab them if you go ask.
Yeah, no, they know.
Okay, unless they tell me to.
Unless they tell you to. Don't tempt me.
Oh, by the way, actually, Bishop, since we're doing all this blue booking stuff, or rather getting ready stuff, I do have that new odd 1-dot ally. Can they be of any help?
This is kindred politics. They're really not interested right now.
Oh, no, I'm
what do you
talking
want them
about.
to do? Oh, sorry.
If they can give anything, do anything to our equipment, basically help in any way that means they don't have to leave their comfy room in my house.
I don't think they're at that level yet.
Okay. Let's
I
try.
think they'll be willing to cast that sort of stuff on you. But they're happy to keep an eye on you. Because they can do that.
Okay.
But they won't get involved.
I'll spy on you, but I won't do anything.
I mean, that's basically even the curtain Nosferatu in a nutshell.
All right, so yeah, I think we're good to go.
All right, so you've all been asked to meet a condemned derelict in on the edge of Westminster, like right on the southern edge. It's pretty cloudy. Traffic is as miserable as it's always been. It's just another day in London, really. You've had to make your way through heavy rain, both you, Joshua, and you, Farthingdale. There are serious weather warnings actually occurring throughout most of the northern part of London right now, and just because it's been just non-stop rain and storms along the northern side of London, northwestern side largely.
Right.
Traffic's been absolutely miserable. It's been just fucking hellish getting to this location, even using public transportation. Everybody's using it to avoid the weather. So you actually arrive a little bit early, Isabella. You arrive a good 10-15 minutes before Farthingdale and Joshua, but eventually they show up. The condemned building looks like it basically looks like it's basically just a condemned house. It's nothing particularly special. Looks like it's set to be rebuilt or renovated at a later date, but not right now. Not many people around this area either. Pretty mucky area, to be honest.
So Joshua's he's wearing a trench coat with a hood, and he's basically got a bandana kind of wrapped around the nose and the lower face. This is also to keep himself more incognito, because obviously with his celebrity it can make it difficult. But he's standing there. He's got the coat kind of done up, and in order to basically kind of look like. So with Kevlar's pretty interesting. You can have Kevlar have all kinds of looks. So essentially, it's going to look very similar to lacrosse armor. So it looks almost like he's doing a bad cosplay until it'll stop a bullet, basically, because that just makes the most sense to have, particularly if you're in an urban environment.
Whereas I'm just wearing mine and using Obfuscate 1, so no one notices I'm wearing bulletproof armor. Good thing about being not noticed.
By the way, weird question. Can he text and still keep his Obfuscate? I think he can.
Yes, he can do things that wouldn't outright draw attention to himself.
So
he could have an assault rifle strapped to his back, but he couldn't point it at somebody.
Yeah, text is okay. Jumping up and down, screaming, "Oi, over here! Look at me!" isn't.
Yeah, basically. But you'll show up in the driveway of this condemned building. There is a white van.
Is there a white van, man?
There's not a white van, man.
Have we been instructed to open the van, or are we instructed to wait?
I've been instructed to open the van.
All right. Joshua just strides forward and opens the back of the van.
Okay. As you all walk over to the van and open the doors, oof.
Hang on. By the way, Farthingdale, can you carry my spear until I need it? Thank you.
Okay.
You see this poor lady in the van on the floor with stake for her chest.
Jesus.
Is she clearly dead, or is she just torpid?
She's
She has a stake. Well, she's not. Well,
My
she's not
basic
ashed.
question: is she kindred or is she mortal?
You look at her; she registers as a kindred. You can sense her predatory aura.
I was going to say,
Different than yours.
myself and Izzy have met her before, yes?
Yeah, you know this person.
Alright.
She's definitely one of revenants you met down in the sewers. But the thing that actually stands out, other than the scent of blood and the stake through her chest, is actually the smell on her. How to put it? It's like got that clinical, sterile smell of a hospital, or very, very clean. Just like a place. It's as if she's been in like in a building that's just been like sterilized multiple times.
All right. Basically, what Joshua does is Joshua kind of sits on. He kind of sits on her chest, so he's pushing her arms down with his hands, and he's got his legs to kind of pin her legs. And he's just like, Izzy, on the count of 3, pull the stake out, if you wouldn't mind.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Hi.
All right. Joshua hops off her when it becomes obvious she's not going to immediately be violent.
Yeah, she quivers for a couple of seconds, but then she recognizes you and calms down pretty quickly. Where am I?
Where exactly are we located currently?
You're on the southern end of Westminster, near Grosvenor Road on Churchill Gardens Road. We're
in the south of Westminster. You all right? Did they treat you okay?
I think so.
Cool. For the record, Joshua tosses the stake over his shoulder just for Farthingdale to be like, yeet, catch.
What's going on?
Bishop lets it clatter to the ground. Then, when no one's looking, goes over, picks it up. I'm not breaking obfuscate by suddenly catching something.
He smiles. He says, "Look, okay. I know that you're probably a little bit discombobulated. We're going to sit up." He helps her sit up.
What's going on?
We've been sent here in order to try and hunt down the individual who created you. That's why we're here.
Okay. So what? I don't understand. What?
We have been sent here in order to try and find the individual who is responsible for creating you.
Oh. Yeah, they said something along those lines like a few nights ago, I think.
Cool.
I'd have to help you find them?
Yeah.
The deal is if you are able to find him or her or whatever, you have some options as far as fixing the problem that you currently have.
So if we find the one that maybe I get to live, right?
Yeah, that's
Correct.
the short answer, yes.
Okay.
Your friends, those whom you were in the sewers with, were given a very similar deal. However, you're unique. The individual who made you was not the same as the individual who made them. Terry, I love you, but can you stop the beeping?
Sorry.
That's weird. We'll send someone above the surface, but I guess
Just mute normal. Discord, Terry.
Okay. She has her fangs out. She kind of like rubs her hand over a wound. I can't really do anything about this. I'm liable to eat one of you if I do that.
If you do what? Oh.
Fix this.
Can I do a medical check to try to? If I have my first aid kit because I take it anytime I do something stupid. Does actual medicine work to help her?
She's a kindred, so you can't really heal the wound. You can hide it though, but you'll help in maintaining the masquerade.
Okay.
This looks like a lethal wound.
Okay, I'm gonna work on doing that then. Would that just be like medical intelligence?
Yeah, I'll just be an intelligence medicine check.
Give me a second.
You have a first aid kit with you?
Yep.
Cool. And you can roll. Yeah, you're able to address the wound as if they were immortal. Again, it doesn't fix the wound. Ultimately they're kindred. They need to use blood to mend themselves. You've heard rumors of surgeons and night doctor kindred that can substitute mortal surgery to address kindred injury, but you're not aware of these skills yourself. But you've definitely hidden the wound well. Like she just looked like now you just bandage it up. Looks well addressed. She just looks like someone who's recovering from a chest injury.
I was going to say, bear in mind, we're going out to commit possibly gregarious violence, which means we may be drenched in blood. So it would be very logical for us to bring at least a backpack with us that may have some extra clothing in it.
That's legit. I'm fine with that.
So he'll just kind of look at Izzy and say, "Do you have a sweater or a hoodie that she can wear that'll cover that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you did a pretty good job on it. I don't think people would be asking that many questions.
Cool. All right. So look, we're gonna follow you. You tell us where we need to go, and we have a van. Did they leave the keys?
I'm
Yeah,
driving.
they left the keys in the back, so they probably left it recently because they could have gotten stolen. But so yeah, you have the keys. One of you has the keys.
By the way, sorry, Fridingdale. I take it doesn't cost you blood to pop into exist, or does it cost you blood to re-enter Obfuscate?
No,
Obfuscate 1 is free.
Obfuscate 1 is free.
Fridingdale, if you wouldn't mind popping out of existence, please, so I know you're in here before we drive off.
I'm here.
Ah!
Fuck.
And incidentally, he's standing directly behind you, leaning over your left shoulder.
Yeah. I hate when you do that.
Sorry, what was this girl's name again?
Her name. A second, you got it in your.
I do, but I don't know which one this is.
Jenna.
Jenna, allow me to introduce Mr. Fridingdale.
What the fuck have you? What?
I'm an Nosferatu, dear. And he puts on an enormous smile.
No, Nosferatu was an entertaining movie. You're a fucking clown.
Yes,
All of these statements are correct.
we're the ones who inspired that movie. And also, I'm very good at going unseen, so no running away, dear. Smile gets bigger.
Look.
She
We're gonna get
looks
this done.
very unsettled. She kind of grimaces.
Joshua puts his hand in hers. Wow, Joshua's actually going to be tender for once. He says, look, we're all in this together. We're going to get this done. And then tomorrow night, hopefully, you'll be a free person. Okay?
Okay. So I have to find them. Okay. I've done this
Izzy,
once
you're
before.
driving, yeah?
Yep.
Cool.
She actually does breathe pretty heavily.
You know what? Let's focus with ORP bullshit. Close your eyes and center on nothing. Think about yourself floating amid the nothingness. And yet, you're not alone. There's something else in the sea. There's something else that causes ripples. Focus on that.
It's easier said than done. It's like, God, my head is killing me.
You want some music? Sometimes music helps.
It's
Not what you said.
keep the volume low. Yeah, if anyone of you wants to make an empathy check.
What would be the role?
It would be. I think it'd be wits empathy.
Okay. I'm not utterly shit at this. Well, that fucking failed.
Ooh.
I hate you sometimes.
What did I do?
You have fewer dice than I do, and you're doing better.
2 successes, Bishop.
Okay. Izzy?
Yep. Oh, am I doing this too? 'Cause
Yeah, all of you can do it. All of you can attempt to read
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, I've failed, so that's not me doing that.
Yeah, you're just busy, creeping her out. Nice! Is that a chance?
Ooga,
Or
booga,
just a
ooga, booga.
standard dice? I think it's just a standard dice. Okay, so Izzy, You've never been great at reading people, but it's fairly obvious here. She's got her fangs out. She's kind of rubbing her head. Like these are some of the telltale signs of someone who's really struggling with their hunger. Doesn't really surprise you, considering that she's a revenant. That's probably why she's having difficulty concentrating and why she's kind of so unsettled. That and stress of Farthingdale and being staked. This probably hasn't done wonders for her mental stability. So it might be worth keeping an eye on her, just making sure she doesn't fly off her handle at any given point this evening.
We should get her
you get very much the same impression. She's trying to concentrate. It's a little bit difficult for her, but
you know what? Joshua, hang on. Joshua loops his fingers with hers, and because I haven't done this yet this week, he basically says, "Look, okay, take a few. Open your eyes. Take a few moments. Take a breath. I'm going to ask you to do something really weird, but it might help." By the way, Bishop, is it a really bad idea? Because obviously, actually, I kind of look at it. Is it a really bad idea for me to give her blood?
It's a difficult question to answer because your blood has special properties which could really help her, and sating her hunger isn't necessarily bad. It's just a case of her being able to sate it before she frenzies, so that she doesn't. But you don't really know much about the condition of revenants, so it's difficult to say whether or not it's a good idea.
I mean, I'd say try it and see what happens.
So yeah, he's going to basically loop his hands. He's basically going to ask her to pray with him. He'll even teach her the words. At which point, when he is done with the prayer, he reaches up. Is there, even if it's just a thermos or a Coke bottle or something like that, he reaches up and he basically he's going to find.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to mute. I think I double muted.
Okay. So what he does, Bishop, is he reaches up behind him, and I'm going to find some kind of vessel, be it something that's nice and shallow, but something that can hold something substantial. As they finish praying together, I'm going to spend the requisite point of willpower in order to trigger my stigmata.
Okay.
So I will take 1 point of lead because I've decided how Joshua's stigmata comes into play. I've decided that he's going to cry out the blood as opposed to inform. It says you can do this through roleplay however you want to do it, so he's going to cry the blood.
Okay. Yeah.
And basically, he is going to fill a receptacle with 2 points of his vitae, and he's going to hand it out to her, and he's going to say, "Even when we walk in the darkness, the Lord provides." Drink.
You will only bleed one blood point, I think.
No, I bleed my stigmata level.
Yeah, what is your stigmata level?
2.
Oh, in which case you bleed 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's gonna roll for this. She looks at it. Oh dear. And she violently snatches it from you and gulps it down whole. She kind of ends up shattering the receptacle as she drinks it.
Cool. She now gains the... I assume she counts as a kindred for the effect.
Yeah, she counts. Revenants do count as kindred for any sort of effect or thing. Like if they're given a category as that of kindred.
In that
just,
case, she gains the raptured condition.
Hmm. Yeah, you literally see. It's almost like you literally see the process of someone searching themselves for something. As they go from a state of frenzy, sating their thirst, to these like to their entire body almost loosening from this sort of rigid, gnarled, bestial-like state. To one of almost a sort of purposeful calm. And she kind of looks down at her hands and clasps them together. Takes a deep breath and looks at you all and nods and says, "Let's go."
Good.
They're west of here.
He looks at Izzy. I think we have our location.
Cool. Everybody in the van. Unless it's faster to walk.
She's gonna make a roll now.
Roll for driving.
Yeah, who's driving?
I'm driving. One success.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to navigate traffic. It's a chore, but you do it. You do it as deftly as a London driver can.
I'm even on the right
Which
side
is
of
to
this,
say,
guys.
with extreme rage and persistence. She every now and again she kind of blinks and twitches as she's momentarily distracted. She begins guiding you with directions, but she's also giving you other information. As you begin to drive, she says, "They seem quite calm right now. They feel secure."
That's good. Do you remember anything about them?
No, I don't remember how this happened to me.
What kind of area are we driving through, Bishop, as we start to kind of come towards where we're meant to be?
It's you're driving through. You take a brief ride across the side of River Thames. You're heading consistently westward. You actually enter Fulham, so you're beginning to enter Carthian territory.
Oh, balls!
You head
I
straight
knew it was
through
those
Chelsea.
Nazis.
Damn it!
She said, I don't remember how this happened to me.
What's the last thing you remember before all this?
I was out on a date.
Oh, that's your first mistake.
Yeah.
Well, on the bright side, think about it like this. If the date was, that wasn't that memorable at all, maybe you got the better half of the deal.
I mean, I was fortunate that nobody was around after the fact. I don't know. I mean, I didn't see. Obviously, I didn't see my boyfriend or any of my relatives after the fact because obviously I didn't want to kill them. But I don't really.
These are
I don't remember
positive
who
life
did it.
choices.
Well, I ended up killing people anyway, so yeah.
I mean, after tonight, if we succeed, then there's nothing to say that on a more limited basis you can't reconnect with these people when you have control. Some of us opt to, some of us choose not to.
Yeah, that's something I'd like to do.
Cool.
They're friends with them. A friend. Kind of hard to make them out. They're well, they're wearing hoodies like the rest of you. I guess we match now.
Wait, the friend is wearing a hoodie?
Yeah.
Ah, crap. And we're in Carthian territory?
Joshua, basically, he'll have connected his phone to like the hands-free in the whatchamacallit in the car, so basically they can use it as a sat nav. But he dials a number on his phone, and basically he's going to be dialing the Archon to give them a status report on exactly what's going on in case we disappear.
Valid. Yeah, they seem. It's so difficult to really read them. They were walking down a road. From how they felt, I think they were heading home. Someplace where they feel safe.
Are we far from them now?
No, we're closer. We're still quite a ways out, I think.
Cool. You keep giving us directions. It'll all be fine. And I'm going to press the dial button. Beep.
Hey, who are you dialing?
The Archon who's responsible for this one, which is, I think, our one.
Yeah. What is it?
We've picked up the girl. Needless to say, fortunately, the divine blood was enough to keep her calm, and now we're literally up to our necks in Carthian territory.
Why doesn't that surprise me? Where are you right now?
He'll give the location. I'm quite happy to continue on with this, and from what I've been told, he has the company of a certain hoodied individual. Now, that could be anyone, but it does sound like a certain friend of ours.
I wouldn't know, but I trust you to deal with it.
My point is that that's cool. I don't mind. I'll do the prince's will. However, if this individual is a Carthian, this is going to light a tinderbox, and we're going to have to GTFO with incredible, shall we say, alacrity.
You will. You have the sheriff's authority to be here, to be there. You can go tell them that. But if there's a fight, I don't think that's going to stop a lot of them. Least of all the guillotine
Yeah, let's
folk
put it like
if they're
this.
around. Pray
I
you
was
end
gonna
up
say
in
King
Hillingdon
Louis.
territory.
I was going to say King Louis was still the rightful king of France. That made so much of a difference.
Just hope you don't run into any guillotiners, and if you do, and you have to fight, do it quickly and run away. Because as soon as they get wind of violence, they're going to come down on you like a ton of bricks. And they hit a lot harder, trust me. I've been to guillotine turf. They know what they're doing.
Well, my point is that in case we don't, what I'll do is when we ascertain this individual's domain or this individual's haven, I'll send you a text with the address. If we're not out in an hour, you know where the address is and you know where it requires some fire and brimstone.
Noted.
Cool.
I'll see you soon.
The phone. He kind of throws his arms back behind his head to lean back in the pose. He's like, well, why did it have to be Carthian territory?
I mean, even if they're Carthians, if they're hanging out with somebody that's been making revenants on purpose, that's not good, regardless of who they are.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Argument there. If they're going to fight with us, that means that they're on that side of that fight.
I think the Carthians just want an excuse to fight at this point, honestly. I don't necessarily know. Needless to say, he looks behind him and he smiles at the revenant. He says, as long as you don't take us into Brixton, I'll love you forever. Just not Brixton, please.
I don't know where that is, so I'm just going to go where she tells me to.
And yeah, Bishop, we follow on.
At this point, you're beginning to drive into Hounslow.
Wait, what was that where? Yeah, it wasn't Brixton. Was that where she said would be a dangerous place to go?
No, she said guillotine territory. You can roll streetwise to figure out what kind of territory that entails.
Ooh, I can do that.
I'm in danger.
It's deep Carthian land.
Yeah, as you
What's the
drive
roll?
by, you notice this these areas there's less people in them. There's traffic begins to kind of speed up because there's less cars on the road. There's less services. A lot of residential, but not a lot of people around. And whenever you slow down, stop at some traffic lights, the few people you do see, some of them just seem a bit out of it. They seem just not all there.
Is Streetwise wits or intelligence?
It would be memory related, so it'd be intelligence streetwise.
Bird. Oh, that failed. Never mind. I don't know shit. I'm lost.
Yeah, you're in coffee and turf, but I mean,
I'm not from the city.
you're not really sure how Carthians divide up their turf. Particularly the guillotines, who are likely to do it in a less than organized fashion.
Huh.
But Holly is certain. You're definitely getting closer to them. They've just entered a building. looks kind of run down. I don't know what road it's on there. I don't think they looked at that. I keep getting flashes of what they're seeing, what they're hearing, but I'm not getting all that much. Like, it's coming and going.
They close?
They're close. I think they're just outside of Hounslow.
Damn it.
Like, just to the south. I think they're in Kingston.
I did a
That's
show
where
in
I
Kingston
died.
once. I did a show in Kingston once. It was the only time they ever threw a full melon at me.
I
Did you
died
eat
in Kingston.
Where in Kingston, my dear?
I'm not sure yet. I'd remember the building if I saw it.
You let the memories flow as the memories flow. Don't try and force it. If it comes back to you, it comes back to you. Okay?
Yeah, I can feel them. It's just I don't know if I feel the same.
Frankly, we have no idea.
At this point, anyone? Actually, I'll make it apparent. At this point, you are being followed.
No.
That was to be expected.
A couple of people on motorcycles.
Okay, damn it.
We're in a van. We don't really have any chance of losing them. As we look out of them, Bishop, predatory auras or no?
Ooh, 2 predatory auras, 1 on each bike.
All right. In that case, hey Izzy, pull over.
Okay. I'll pull over somewhere.
Fraddingdale,
Yes.
I was going to say, keep yourself hidden.
Okay. As soon as people's backs are turned, obfuscate 1.
Cool. He does the Lankaean blessing himself before he opens the back of the van, because he's going to get out the back of the van.
Farthingdale is going to slide out the back of the van at the same time.
Dear, please tell me this is working.
Stay back with the revenant.
Okay.
And be ready to GTFO like it's GTA.
As you do.
Yep.
Assuming you're jumping in the van if something happens.
Yep.
Yeah. 2 people. 1 person remains on the bike. They keep their helmet on. They're just wearing a shirt, a jacket, jeans, nothing particularly out there. The other guy takes off his helmet. He's got tattoos running down his neck. Got like there's holes in his ears, and partially shaved head. Begins walking
We
up
help
to
you?
the van. Could smell the blood from the back of the van, mate. What's going on? This ain't your area. What you doing here? No one has any business here but the Carthians, you know that.
He looks him up and down. Who am I talking to?
Talking to a Carthian.
So your mother, in her infinite wisdom, decided to baptize you a Carthian.
Look, mate, I'm not here for funny business. I'm here for an explanation. And if it's not a very, very good one, I'm going to tell you to leave. You don't do that, there's going to be fisticuffs. I prefer it not come to that. My friend
Tonight
will disagree.
Tonight we're on the business of a higher authority. That's all you need to know, Carthian.
Yeah, no, I don't run off a fucking hearsay. Who is this higher authority and why should I care?
Unless you want to have business with the Archons, you're going to step back right now. Do you want me to roll intimidation?
Roll me manipulation plus intimidation minus 3 dice.
I'm already shit at this, so watch me fail epically. I do not intimidate people well.
If push comes to shove, I can drop obfuscate and creep the fuck out of the guy. I mean, if necessary, I can always just. I technically still have the stake on me.
Okay, behold my mighty chance die.
Ooh.
That's a 1.
That's not the roll.
You
That's not
should
the roll.
have
That was
spent
made
willpower. Spend willpower.
You can spend willpower to give yourself 3 bonus dice. Well, he
You know what, Bishop? Yeah. You know what, Bishop? Because it's funny and because I want that beat, I will take the critical failure.
Oh shit, okay.
I'm gonna have to stake a bitch. And I'm not good at that. Fuck.
Okay. So
Yeah.
do the one thing you should never do. To someone on their feeding grounds. You don't just move in on their feeding grounds. You move in on their personal space. You'll walk up to this guy and you go to lay a hand on him. He moves real quick. He grabs you by the scuff of the shirt and says, "Don't play fucking games with me. Get the fuck out of our territory."
I mean,
Oh my god.
Bishop,
Off the bike. Check the back.
How much blood can you spend at blood potency 1? Is it just 1 a turn?
Just 1.
I'm sorry, can I just point out that I have the perfect line for this? He just looks at him as he's holding onto his coat, looks him in the eye, and just says, "It's treason, then."
Oh, you're a douche nozzle. I should let you
I'm
die.
aware of the spike for that. Come on, that was glorious. I may never get to use that line again in any context, but it's treason, then.
We rolling initiative.
I feel we may be.
Yes, we are rolling initiative.
Thanks.
Who's holding the spear?
Me. I'm invisible.
There you go.
Okay, if I'm -2 to your initiative, because that's that's the penalty of wielding weapons in this game.
How does initiative work? Do you just roll a d10 plus your initiative modifier?
You roll a d10 plus your initiative modifier, which should be on your sheet.
Yep.
Right.
13.
Watch me roll a fucking 1. Fucking told you. There are moments when my power of prophecy is deeply disappointing.
All right.
Where do you want these initiatives, Bishop? In the private
Put
chat?
them in the private chat. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Keep in mind, celerity adds to your initiative if you have any.
Oh wait, I just forgot. You said -2 to my initiative.
-2 to your initiative because you're holding a spear.
Yep. Sorry, that's 4.
Okay. It's Gucci. Everything's fine.
Something tells me I'm just going to stay hidden and walk out of Carthian territory. I'm just going to sneak my way back to safety.
That sounds about right.
Oh dear.
In my defense, I got to use the line, "It's treason then," which literally has made my day.
Well, you're happy.
Okay. And I'm just gonna roll for Huh.
See, while you're doing that, when they got out of the car, I'm gonna. What's the revenant name again? I can't remember.
Okay. So,
What was the revenant name?
So I'm going to write this up in a notepad real quick. Sorry, what was it? What are you going to do, Isabella?
I was just wondering, what's the revenant's name?
Jenna.
Okay. When they get out of the van, when they first get out of the van, I'm gonna turn to her. Can you drive?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna tell her to switch with me.
Okay.
On a side note, at least we can now diablerize these people.
Or, die horribly in the street before we get anywhere near where we're supposed to be.
I have faith in my ability to diablerize.
Okay.
I'm
And
going to insert this spear somewhere unpleasant.
Anthony, you never had any sense of adventure.
Mortality sucks.
And oh. Okay. Oh, and I have to. I have to roll for yeah. Okay. Yep. This is the initiative. This is initiative rounds. That didn't go the way I wanted it to. It didn't list itself properly. It's fine. So Isabella, you can go first. You're currently in the vehicle.
Okay, and so I basically grab Joshua, and does it look like he's got to So I see him grab Joshua.
Yeah, they're currently in a grapple.
Watching this,
they'll be rolling on Joshua's turn to determine who controls the grapple.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna run over to the guy that grabs him. And I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Okay. He has a defensive score of. It's actually quite high. Oh no, it's not. His whiz isn't that high. He currently has a defensive score of 4.
Okay.
So you basically roll your strength roll and then you minus 4 dice. You can see why I took athletics out of this equation.
Is it strength brawl or the dex brawl?
That's strength roll in this game.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, I was waiting for that revelation.
I made some life choices in that case.
Why is? Can we go back to playing a good edition of this game?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and burn a willpower on that then. In that case,
You can spend willpower to boost dice for it. That is something you
Can
can do.
I thought I get +3 dice.
Yeah, it gives you +3 dice willpower.
Yeah.
So
in
you only
theory,
lose one dice
spend
on
a
the
point of
check.
blood, and you could spend willpower, and you get +6. I think.
No, blood only gives you +2 for every blood point you spend.
Fuck.
But they stack. So if you got if you spend 2 blood, if you had the blood points, you spend 2 blood, you get +4 dice. So
Okay. All right. Wait. Okay. So So I spend willpower. I get +3. So that means I'm only at -1. Correct.
Yep.
And then you spend a point of blood, and you get +2, and then you're at +1 dice.
Okay, I can do both.
You can do both. Keep in mind that's your blood points spent for the turn, though.
True. Well, I mean, what else are we gonna do this turn? Don't answer that.
Die hideously.
Fuck it. Go big or go home. All right, I'll do that.
Also, I think I've already thought of a good way of doing a plan.
Don't fuck up. Oh, and I forgot to write an art. I got this. It's fine.
Oh dear.
Hey.
One more success, and you get a crit or a dramatic success. And
Oh wow!
have
Did you hear him
10
actually?
to reroll.
Oh wow!
And you have a 10. You have 2 10s.
Yay!
Oh shit! Do I roll that again, or is that it?
Yeah, you keep rolling as long as 10s appear.
How do you have 6 dice again?
So I had 5, and then I spent 3, and that 3 more, which would be 8, and then I spent blood for 2 more, which would be 10. -4 is 6.
Wait! Start from the beginning, because from my sheet I can see you have 4 dice by default.
What? Huh?
You have roll 2 and strength 2.
Oh, you're right. So that would have been 5, not 6.
Yeah, so you would have, if you spent the blood point and spent the willpower, you would have gotten, you'd be rolling 5 dice.
Okay. Do you want me to just re-roll the whole thing, or just subtract 1 success from that?
We'll just subtract the the 10.
If you subtract one of the 10s, then you subtract.
Just re-roll your bonus dice because you get at least 1 bonus.
Okay.
You still hit him pretty hard.
Too much math and too much not realizing strength was the stat I needed.
Yeah, no, same. I'm kind of angry.
Let's go play Masquerade, the good vampire game.
Okay. You hit him pretty hard. Like you smash him right. You smash him right in the jaw, and you hear it crack. Like you're pretty sure you fractured his jaw with that blow. Like you catch him completely off guard.
Let's fucking go.
And you do 3 damage to him. He's briefly dazed, but he's a kindred, so he's really only surprised, not really seriously injured. It is Joshua's turn. That you're going to roll with against Thaddeus to see who controls the grapple.
Even though he's just been dazed.
He would need to be to break the grapple. It would be a condition, like it would be it's not a condition; it's a tilt. Which would be stunned.
So how does this work then?
So grappling. Let me just check how it works real quick.
And do our defenses get factored into it or not, or like I don't know.
To grab your opponent, roll blah 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 each turn. No, you just roll your unmodified strength plus brawl.
Can I enter frenzy?
Yes, you can.
Is that an action or is that just something I can do?
Oh no, wait, no, you can't. It's actually you cannot voluntarily enter frenzy. You can't actually do that. That is something only a coil can do.
Oh wait, hang on. But then, how does it mean that it says that I can choose to ride the wave if I want with a condition? Question mark.
I think it's if you're in frenzy.
When you're provoked to frenzy, you can choose to either resist frenzy or ride the wave.
Okay, cool. In that case, so I guess I have to spend a blood and a willpower. Hooray!
Yep. The options you can take. The options you can take, just so you know in advance, is that if you win, you can choose to either break free from the grapple, control weapon. This guy doesn't have a weapon on him currently. He does have a holstered weapon that you can take from him. He has a knife that you could steal from him, and you would take it away from him. You can you can.
If I succeed, I'm going to bite.
Okay.
So it's my strength plus unarmed, which I don't have, plus 5 basically because of the willpower and the blood. Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
So wait. Do I go through that again? Sorry.
It is my strength, it is my strength plus vigor, plus my unarmed, which I don't actually have, plus 5 because of the dice, because of the dice bonus.
Strength plus brawl plus vigor. If you're untrained in vigor, you get a -1 dice penalty.
Plus 5 because of the willpower and the blood.
Oh, you're doing that as well? Okay, yep.
Yeah.
So
cool. In that case, roll away, and I guess I roll as well. That is sad.
I got 1.
Okay, how many successes did you get? You get 1 success. He got 2. So he marginally beats you out in the grapple. He beats you by 1 success. He's gonna bite you.
Shit.
He is spent for vigor, so it does additional damage. You take 3 lethal damage.
Which means because of my armor, I take 2 lethal damage.
Yes.
Cool.
I will say it defends your torso and your general neck area. It won't defend your face if he decides to attack your face, but it does defend your the lower area of your neck. So yeah, and that hurts. That's not a normal wound for you. That is extremely painful.
Cool.
That's not somebody stabbing you. That's somebody who has the intent to torpor or kill you. Everybody sees that go down. Who goes next?
Jenna.
Thaddeus. Jenna.
Actually, who is Thaddeus?
Thaddeus is the guy who just bit you.
Oh, cool.
He literally sinks his fangs right into your neck and begins
because
tearing
because it's now Thaddeus's turn. Oh no, I can't spend more blood. Continue.
Yeah, it's you can't spend more blood, and you both roll on the higher initiative of the 2 people in the grapple, which is you.
Cool.
So Jenna goes. Jenna's in the driver's seat and has no idea what the fuck she's doing. She starts the van.
She fucking leaves us here.
Sensible girl.
True facts. Then it's Cyclist's turn. I need to check something real quick because he's going to do something. Okay. The cyclist's gloves begin to rip and tear as you see claws begin to extend from his hands.
A gangrel.
He's gonna make a move on you, Isabella.
Oh, the joys of invisibility.
You better help on your turn. Gank him in the back.
I am planning to help in the way.
Isabella, he's gonna strike you. He's gonna strike you, Isabella. What's your defense?
3.
3? Okay. Then he's fairly limited. He doesn't have too many dice. Okay, he quickly rips into you, and his claws hurt, but they certainly don't hurt as much as what Joshua's going through right now. You take 3 bashing damage. Minus your armor is -1, so you take 2 bashing damage.
These bitches. All right. How much like health do I have? Oh wait, never mind. Okay. How's that work in this for like bashing versus lethal? Is it half like the old game, or how's that work?
Bashing isn't halved. Basically, you can take you can take all of your health level in bashing and just not care. You will take wound penalties once you start hitting your final 3 health levels, but they won't torpor you. You only get torpid once you take all of your health levels in lethal damage. So basically, if you're taking bashing damage and you have 7 health levels, you have to take 14 levels of damage to actually be torpid.
So it rolls over.
Yeah, it rolls over.
Gotcha.
Of course, with these kindred fangs that Joshua's under, Thaddeus is more or less sidestepping one of those benefits.
Gotcha.
Um,
I'm focusing on these bitches on my turn. That's fine.
And Fardingale, you're up next.
Am I? Okay.
you have a.
I have a couple of important questions. Number one, how like those two the bikes they arrived on have they been left on their own?
Yeah, they're currently the engine's currently running still, but yeah.
Okay. In that case, how can I get to one before like my turn expires?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What's the draw to ride a bike?
It would probably be
Dex drive.
Dex drive.
Okay. In that case, spending a willpower and a blood, because I don't have any drive, so this is -1.
Ram one of these mofos.
Oh no, I'm going to go way better than that.
Oh dear.
Since I now have a total of 6 dice for this, Bishop.
Yeah.
You're familiar with how jousting works, right?
Excellent.
It is dishonorable to joust an unhorsed man, I'll have you know.
and since I can do this as a reflective action as well, Bishop. If I succeed in this, the instant before I arrive, I'm going to have my face appear in front of this man, cackling.
If you start riding the bike, that will break your obfuscate.
Yes. So what he's going to see is he's going to hear a revving, see someone riding at him, and then the instant before, like as it approaches, he's going to see a cackling clown face just appear in front of him, going like right in front of him. I'm going all.
Amazing.
I'm going.
I love everything.
I'm going all out Nossi on this. Fuck!
God damn it!
Oh no! Did it all go horribly wrong?
Why is everyone so bad at everything?
Because it's Anthony's luck.
you don't really have a proper startup, and you don't know how to drive a fucking motorcycle. Let's be honest.
This is why I don't play these games ever, because I suck at them.
You drive right past them, right past the van, and you're now on a moving motorcycle.
Did he
You have
just?
that motorcycle. How do you safely stop it?
You know what, Bishop? I'm on the bike. I'm upright. My logic is this: as I'm riding past, I'm gonna think, I don't know how to stop this. Bye. I'm just gonna shout bye because I can think of one thing. It's possible that the guy whose bike I've just stolen, when he notices, might be a touch distracted.
Yeah, I know what he's going to do next time now.
Because the motorcyclist has just gone into a fight, and then a couple of seconds later, a guy he didn't see arrive went bye on his bike.
Oh my god. So,
and what's fun is he rode past holding a spear.
Yeah. Bye.
Yep.
That's a
So
crying shame.
So that's the Farthingale's turn, Don.
That's a real shame. I'd have given you a massive bonus because you're going to impale him with the spear. And what? Basically, vehicles do tiers of damage based on how fast you're going. It's going to add that and add the spear damage.
Yeah, I mean, I will
such a
say,
shame.
if I manage to get far enough away, I intend to bait. Like, I'm going to have to roll drive again next round, I suspect. So what I intend to do is, if I can manage to get control of the bike, to ride somewhere, abandon it, go into Obfuscate 1, and then run back.
You could do that.
So
And then try again with the other bike.
Okay, we should move on to other turns now.
Right, yo.
Just keep combat moving. It's top of initiative, so Isabella, it's your turn again. Some guy is coring you.
Okay, so now it's fucking grown-up times. We're gonna I'm gonna use my coil to frenzy with a purpose.
Okay.
And the purpose is to I've never done this before. So I need to give my beast essentially a command. The command is going to be to get the two bikers to stop attacking.
Okay. Your beast will interpret that as murder fuck them.
Well, I mean, either run away or basically if they stop attacking. So it could be when they're unconscious, it could be when they run away, it could be when they're dead, whatever happens.
Basically stop them, defeat them. Yeah.
Stop them.
Yeah. You can still roll to ride the wave.
Yes, and I am going to roll to ride the wave, which I guess is I need 3 successes now because of I drank Joshua's blood.
Basically what happens is that it takes you, if you go to ride the wave, you have to spend a willpower. You won't be able to take an action because you'll be trying to wrangle the beast, literally. But as long as you spend the willpower and you're able to get the successes, you'll be able to ride the wave and you'll get all the benefits of frenzy. Granted, you'll get all the benefits of frenzy anyway. I've got to trouble check to see if riding wave actually benefits you here.
Well, yeah, because I've got the merit for it. I've got ride the wave 2, the merit, so I get double strength and something else.
Double strength on specific actions. I don't think that actually applies to
strength to something, which I guess
I think it's for powerlifting. Funnily enough.
Yeah, so it's my bite does 1 lethal damage, or it's 1 lethal weapon, and then when lifting, jumping, or destroying objects as an action, double strength bonus acquired while in frenzy. So this takes me around. So I activate it and it starts next round.
Yeah, I would actually recommend not really riding the wave in this circumstance because you already have because what riding the wave allows you to do is it allows you to dictate the purpose of the frenzy, which you're already doing.
Okay, so what benefits then would I get from frenzy?
You'll get all the average benefits. You add your blood potency to all your physical pools. You basically add your blood potency to your strength, dex, and stamina rating, which means you gain a health level.
Okay.
You do not suffer wound penalties. And it becomes much more difficult for people to mentally manipulate you. Like, I think they take significant dice penalties to do that. I'll just double check to see. I think it's -3. Your beast gives you add blood potency dots to strength, dex, stamina, and resistances. Oh, do not apply improved stamina to health levels. Okay, so you don't get a health level. That's sad. You ignore any wound penalties. You can grab and bite someone as a single action.
Ooh, fun.
And you establish a grapple. You apply the successes in a strength plus raw roll to establish a grapple as lethal damage, and you take an immediate point of veto from the victim. And yeah, any attempt to coerce you through disciplines fail automatically.
Nice.
They can manipulate. They can divert your beast's attention to another through disciplines, though. So instead of dominating you to stop, they could dominate you to attack Joshua or feed from Joshua, for example. But yes.
Gotcha.
So you basically gain an extra dice to your physical rolls. You can make 2 actions if you want to grab and bite. If you're in frenzy, you probably won't be able to spend willpower, but you can definitely spend vitae.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to do that. So I'm going to coil, and I'm going to. I'm still going after the guy that's on Joshua, so I'm going to grab and bite the guy on Joshua to try to get him.
Grab and bite him. Okay. Then roll your strength plus brawl. His defense.
Does he get his defense if both he and I are grappled together?
Double check real quick. I don't think grappling says anything about that. I think particularly since he controls the grapple as well.
Because he's kind of preoccupied at this point. I don't see how he's fighting both of us. He always latched onto Joshua and fighting me.
Yeah. Grappling does not affect his defense.
That's silly to me. Is flanking or attacking from behind the thing in this game?
You can attempt to do that, although currently the person attacking Thaddeus is in frenzy, so they probably wouldn't. They're just like at this point you're in frenzy. Rip, roll, and tear day. Yep.
Bishop, I have just found one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it actually helps here, but
okay.
There is a bit here under the dodge section.
Mm-hmm.
Against multiple opponents, reduce defense by 1 for each opponent before doubling to determine your dice pool.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to check right now, because he has multiple attackers, and I think that does actually affect his defense.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, so every time he takes an attack, he reduces his defense by 1 until the start of next turn. It's a new turn, so his defense is still currently at 4.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, I have an increase. So my strength is increased by 1, just the strength, or strength and brawl? Just strength, right?
Just strength. Brawl is a skill that doesn't get improved via blood expenditure.
Okay.
By frenzy, sorry, or by blood expenditure.
But interestingly enough, because of how this works, because normally it takes 2 actions, you grab and bite in the same action, which means there's no controlling the brawl for him, which means you'll automatically bite him if you succeed.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm at 2. Okay, so I'm still got the -4, but I was at +1. So that's 2 dice. And then if I spend blood, I get 4 dice total, correct?
Yeah. Spending blood gives you 2 extra die for every blood spent.
So I'm rolling 4d10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking the math here. Please don't fuck this up.
Ooh,
hey.
Not bad. Roll me. Oh wow. Okay. Roll again.
We're on this train, kids. We're on this train. We're gonna ride this train.
Finally, we're getting the multi-10s. Man, I love these.
Then I didn't fuck up with math this time. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Oh shit, sorry.
We're gonna ride this train. Gonna ride it. No.
Okay, so you deal 3 lethal to him, which gives him wound penalties. Gives him -2 wound penalties. No, just -1. Sorry. He he lurches and cries out as you just immediately enter frenzy, and he begins to. Well, we're going to see what he does now. So roll the control grapple.
That's me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna spend the blood and the willpower again. Glare.
Okay.
I'm down to 4 blood, and I'm down to.
Ooh, getting hungry. Lots of blood around.
Oh, I'm gonna eat this mofo. Fucking no. This mofo broke every kindred law because he's a fucking Carthian dickhead.
Yes.
I am with it. I'm angry. I'm angry up the blood. So that is 3 minus 1 plus 5 is 7 dice. Ooh, that's better. That's 1, 2, 3 successes.
Oh, you control the grapple.
Bite.
Okay, you do 2 lethal to him. That's going to roll over because no, it doesn't roll over. He currently has 3 bashing and 5 lethal.
Does that torpor him?
No, he still has bashing. He now suffers massive wound penalties though.
Hold on, doesn't that mean this guy has at least 8 health levels?
Yes.
Right. So at least 8.
Okay, so and we have cyclist. Yeah, he's just gonna go on. What's her face? Easy.
Anthony, you're going to come screaming back on the bike with the lance. Is this the general plan?
It depends. Bishop, is there like a block I can ride around? I might try again.
You can ride around the block. It'll take you a full turn, but you can come back.
I'm just picturing a very cinematic fight where we're just like super intense fight, and then it just cuts to Farthingdale just leisurely riding around on a motorcycle trying to figure out where he is.
Just having a little ride around London with a spear under my arm.
Nice. I should get one of these.
So, what's his face is going to do the thing again, and he's going to. Yep. He's gonna cut you up. Wow, he rolled amazingly badly. No successes.
Hooray!
So top of the initiative again, Isabella. What you doing?
So does the guy that I'm currently biting look like he's no longer attacking, or does he still look like he's trying to attack?
No, this time. So he's actually going to use celerity to boost himself up to top of the initiative pool.
I'm going to spend blood to boost myself to the top of the initiative pool. I'm killing this mofo.
That's a clash of wills. So what we do here is you roll your blood potency plus your celerity, and whoever gets the most successes wins.
Oop. I get to reroll that 10. One success.
Wait, that's a success? I thought it would be an 8.
No,
it is.
The
But
10 is his
10.
only success.
Yeah, he got a success on the 10.
Oh, I see.
He gets 2. He is quicker than you. So he gets to he's going to roll
He has. Oh wait, hang on. No, there was absolutely no point to me doing that, Bishop. Sorry.
Oh yeah, there's no point. Yeah, never mind that. There was no point in. Actually, no. He has a. No, he shouldn't have done that. No, you're right.
Yeah, there's no void that. Yeah,
we'll void that entire thing. Izzy, he's gonna try and overturn the grapple with you. He has significant dice penalties, but he's gonna try and do it anyway.
Okay. So what's that for me? Is that a strength brawl?
Yep. Strength brawl.
4, 5.
Unmodified. But you do get bonus because you're in frenzy.
Okay, just a strength bonus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so usually 5. Oh, fuck.
What?
I failed.
Okay. Yeah, he will will bite you for 4 lethal.
Ow!
You're currently sitting at your entire health tracking damage.
Fuck.
4 of it is lethal. You're still up. You're, funnily enough, the same as this guy.
So was that my turn, or is that just?
Yeah, basically, when you enter a grapple,
Stay back because I bit him.
To exit a grapple, you have to control the grapple.
Okay, no, I'm just saying in general.
Oh. Yeah, like the way you grabbed him and bite him is weird because frenzy kind of allows you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, you have to grapple as a separate action and bite, but yeah.
Okay.
By the way, sorry, I had to take a drink.
So, and then it's another contested roll.
Oh wait, hang on, Bishop. I think you. Oh, I think he's topored. Bishop, I think you misdid the math.
Why?
Izzy gets +1 damage with her fangs while she has that particular state up because of the combat style. You counted 6 damage. I think he should be at 7.
He still has a health level on top of that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I keep thinking everything goes to 7 brains. Sorry.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
He does actually. Which, yeah, he has slightly above average stamina, so he has an additional health level as compared to the average Joe.
I'm going to spend my blood bringing me down to 3 blood. I'm really hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it still? Wait. Is it still my turn, or do I still get it? Even though he controls the grapple?
Yeah, basically, you roll a contested strength brawl check on grapple rolls. When you get into a grapple, whoever you roll strength plus a brawl on whoever has the highest initiative, which in this case is you. He has 11, you have 14, and whoever wins the grapple gets to do the thing. You got a free bite action because you're in frenzy. But past that, he gets to fight against you. Because you're still in a grapple and he gets to control it.
Okay, so I essentially don't get my turn because I lost the grapple.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
You would rob him. You would rob him of his action. To be honest, he can't because I don't think he can actually do anything to. I know he can contest the grapple with. Yeah, so I'm gonna say because what happens is he's not going to be able to damage because grappling is kind of built for 2 opponents. He's not going to be able to damage you, Joshua, if he wins the grapple, but he will be able to take other actions like forcing you away from him, breaking free of it, but he won't be able to damage you here because he's already that's what he's doing to
Requisite blood and willpower spent, so I'm down to 3 blood, 2 willpower.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2 successes on the grapple with a reroll.
Oh.
2 successes on the grapple.
You tie.
Do we reroll?
I don't actually know what tying. I think that basically means neither of you get to take an action against each other. Unless you want to break free, because he doesn't want to remain attached to you at this point.
No, I want to keep hold of him.
Okay. In which case,
we're waiting for the victorious return of the Black Knight on his charger, which Farthingale, you better make yourself look like when you come back, because that's glorious.
Right. If you win a grapple check, you can apply the hold action, which means neither participant can apply their defense against other attacks.
Oh, neat. But yeah, we're continuing this all the way to the fucking bank.
All right. Cyclist guy. Where are you, Farthingale? You're riding around. You're going to come back in a turn.
I thought this turn that we've just had from the top of the initiative. So I should come back in at the end of this round.
Yeah, this is the turn you come back round to attack.
Yeah.
So, okay, motorcyclist guy is going to position himself between you and the complete clusterfuck that's going on. But But he will. He is going to attack Isabella again.
Oh, remember, by the way, Isabella, because all your physical attributes boost your defense as well. Just.
I think.
Oh no, because defense is based off the lowest of things. Grr.
Yeah, that's further on the coil. But oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. He does another free bashing to you. No, actually +1 because of claws. It's free. He got 3 successes and it's +1 because of claws. So he does 4 bashing.
Okay,
I think he went to torpor.
Well, no, because he has to fill the track twice, doesn't he?
I'm at 6 bashing now.
Yeah.
And what'd you say? 4 lethal I'm at, I think?
I'm not sure how much. I know you took a bunch of damage before this.
Because I've taken 4 lethal damage and 6 bashing damage. Because you did 3 that first time, and then you said...
No, but remember Thaddeus switched to you. He bit you, didn't he?
Yeah, but you said for 5, or for 4, right?
4 lethal, yeah. But you'd already taken 3 bashing damage from the claws prior to that.
I
And that would
believe
double over.
it was 3 bashing.
It was.
Yeah, but so you took 3 bashing, 4 lethal, then another 3 bashing.
I believe so.
So how many health levels do you currently have?
I have 7 altogether.
So you've taken 4 lethal, 3 bashing. The other 3 bashing gets doubled up again. Well, it takes 4 bashing this time. So it's 6 lethal and an aggravated. I think that knocks you down to torpor.
This system is dumb. I dislike everything about this.
So you get knocked out of frenzy, I think, unless frenzy keeps you going, but I don't think it does. I think that's part of a coil.
I have no idea. None of this makes any sense. Let's see. While in Frenzy, the vampire does everything in her power to accomplish a beast's desire. She does so with immediate forceful direction. Abandon someone.
No, I'm looking at Calls of the Dragon right now. It's a specific part. It's the level 5 part of your coil. So you'd need Eternal Frenzy to maintain activity past this. So you're going to get knocked down into torpor now. But you're not dead.
On a side note, it is at this moment I changed my religious affiliation. I walked the Archbishop, and my response is, "Hey, Archbishop, so Carthians, Holy War? Holy War. Holy War."
But all of you can roll Frenzy upon seeing one of your friends get torpid.
Can you automatically choose to fail?
Yes.
I choose to fail.
Nice.
You just touched my boo. You do not touch the boo.
Okay. How much damage are you on? You've just taken 4 lethal, hadn't you? You're not actually...
No, I've only taken 2 lethal.
2 lethal, that's right. Yeah, you're right. No, it was Isabella that took 4 lethal. You took 2 lethals. You're actually quite healthy.
I'll actually roll to ride the wave because I can do that.
Yes, you can.
What's the dice pool?
Dice pool is resolve plus composure. While that's going on, Farthingdale.
Yep. You know what? If I may be a touch narrative for a moment, Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Get round the corner just in time to see my friend get torpid. So at that point, I see one of the cyclists standing up. He's standing over my friend.
Yes.
Shish kebab.
Mm-hmm.
So
one of these guys has positioned themselves between you and him. the cyclist, so you'll need to go through him.
Oh yeah, I'm going to go through the cyclist.
Yeah.
So spend another blood and a willpower. I believe I'm. Am I able to be intimidating and drive?
You can, but it won't have any impact.
All right. Okay. So right, let's see. So that's wit. So that was. So you said it was wit plus drive.
It was Dex plus
Oh
drive.
yeah, sorry, Dex drive.
His defense is 2.
I really hope I don't fuck this up.
Spend all the things, Anthony.
I have done.
Hooray! Don't fuck up.
Yep. So 6 dice. This isn't Rogue Trader. You can't just say don't fail me.
I
mean,
know,
you can.
that's fun.
Woo! Slash R on D10.
Also, I will point out he's had an entire turn of driving at speed to increase the speed categories.
Yes.
Okay, so 2
That's
successes.
going to alter how much damage you do. I think it's for every 10 to 20 miles an hour.
Yep. So 2 successes there, Bishop.
It's going to cap
What
out.
what type of bike is he? What type? I was going to say, what type of bike is he driving? Because we can see how long it takes to get to speed.
It's a fairly good bike, actually.
Mine now. Well, one of them is mine. When I kill this mofo, he touched my boo.
So you
So
get plus 5 damage to this roll, plus 2 from this space. You're going to do a lot of damage.
okay. So do I roll damage or do you?
Damage just happens.
Damage is
Alright.
automatic. You don't roll for it. Just roll to attack.
Okay. So that drive roll, because I am trying to joust this fucker.
Mhm.
I don't think I can do any other form of attack, so.
Bishop's just like, carry the 2.
Oh, I actually missed a roll. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
9, 2, so 2. Okay, 7. Okay.
What sort of damage does a spear do? Does it do lethal or bashing? I don't know.
You do 7 damage to this guy. He absorbs some of it, being a gangrel and all. You do a lot of damage to him.
Hopefully it's enough to take him down.
Yeah. It's not enough to take him down. Gangrel, well, they're literally, the term for them is literally the ones you can't kill. But you do an enormous amount of damage to him.
Does it stake him?
No. The tip of the spear is bladed, so no. And if you want to hold this, if you want to keep hold of the spear, you'll need to pull it out of him as you go by. But you do 7 bashing to him.
And
so at this point,
so now he has a spear sticking out of him.
yeah. He's going to we're going to go to the top of initiative because I think that's all we go to Joshua.
I am eating this mofo.
Alright. We do this song and dance once more.
Indeed we do. Except I now have slightly more dice. I am now down to 1 willpower and 2 blood.
Oof.
I roll that 10 over. Only 1 success. That fucking sucks.
Oof. Unlucky, buddy. He gets an exceptional roll. Yeah, he gets 6 successes. He gets an exceptional. Guess that makes up for the guy failing earlier. He's actually going to break free.
Cool.
And he's going to spend celerity, and with his buddy, he's going to dive into the Thames.
Oh, is his buddy also fleeing?
Yeah. They jump into the water.
I'm frenzied. I think I have to follow them.
Yes. But he's much faster than you. He moves at speed.
His friend doesn't.
His friend does not. No.
I will also, as a reminder, his friend has a spear sticking out of him. That's going to inconvenience his running, I think.
He has a minor wound penalty, but other than that, he's not. Actually, don't. Wound penalty? No, he does have a single wound penalty. The other guy flees at incredible speed. The other guy jumps into Thames. Are you going to pursue him?
How do I roll to snap myself out of frenzy if there is a roll?
You'll come out of frenzy when either your goal is accomplished or you can no longer attain it, reasonably speaking.
Well, they've now fled, which I think is a good goal. So, yeah.
Yeah, the other guy just seems to swim at incredible speed. The other guy dives under the water. They seem to be very uncomfortable dealing with frenzy and kindred, and a guy who just literally, like, punk era jousted them.
Joshua leans down and he scoops up Izzy. And he holds Izzy really close, like stroking her hair.
How do I stop this?
So fucking mad.
The break is located. No, he says he will. He has no idea. I don't drive.
Falcondale at this point is just sort of He's learned by this point that if he takes how to turn a corner, so at this point he's just keeping it in a corner to try and keep going in circles.
I have no idea how. Joshua has no drive, so he has no idea how you stop a motorcycle.
I love this. The clown and the ringmaster, neither of whom know how to drive.
I'm really glad the doctor who knows how to drive is now unconscious.
Hold on. The revenant knows how to drive.
Joshua walks to the van. For the record, you now that we're not. I was going to say Bishop has said roll a wits plus drive.
Right, yeah. I'm going to spend another blood and willpower on this because fuck my life. So okay. So that's another 6 dice. Right, yeah. Yay! Two successes, Bishop.
3 successes.
Did I get 3?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, 3. 3 successes.
Hold on.
So Joshua carries the. He kind of looks at Farthingale as he comes screeching to a halt, and he's just like, See, it's almost as good as your tiny car that a number of you pop out of.
Can't carry as many clowns. Gets off bike, kicks bike. He doesn't know what a kickstand is. He just sort of lets it fall over.
Joshua very calmly walks back. He lays Isabel down in the car. For the record, he's gotten to that point of calm where it's, I am actually psychopathically angry, but have that weird veneer of calm.
Eye of the storm, sort of calm.
Yes. He will then very casually. He will wheel both of the motorcycles into the back of the van. It's a van; they can probably accommodate it. He will then sit in the front of the van. He will tell Farthingale to get in the van. Once again, very calm, very monotone.
He gets in the back of the van, sits between the bikes, and closes the doors. He's in a good position to burst out when necessary.
For the record, Jenna is hiding underneath the driver's seat.
It is quite
underneath.
Fun. You can get out now. We are going to finish this. He says, blood still streaming from the wound in his neck.
You want to keep going?
Yes.
Is she okay? She's not moving.
She will be fine.
You could give her a blood point to awaken her and heal a wound.
Farthingale will have to do that. I have literally no blood. I've only got 2 blood left.
Okay. Is there a way to reach through from the storage area, Bishop, or is there like a wall blocking it?
Pardon?
It's like a divider.
Between the front and the back of the van.
Yeah. There's a divider.
Right. All right. Gets out van, walks around, opens the passenger side door, lean her out.
Oh, I put her in the back of the van with you. I'm
right.
sitting in the front. Yeah.
Okay, rewind that. Just gently, like, I assume I can close my own bite wounds. Like the whole lick them closed thing that you do in Masquerade. Or do I actually have to take a point of damage to make myself bleed?
You can close the bite wounds you inflict. You can't close others.
Okay. Bite myself to open it. And force a little, like holding her mouth open, keeping my arm slightly above, allow a few drops of a bit of my blood to go in, just enough to give her a point. Then hand away, close the wound. So hopefully she'll wake up now, or at least soon.
Do I wake up?
Isabella, you heal 1 lethal wound. You're in excruciating pain, but you can move.
Am I still in frenzy?
No.
Fuck for that.
You are 1 point bound to Farthingale. Also, please roll for Vitae addiction.
Fuck!
Do not get addicted to my Vitae. Do not get addicted to my Vitae.
It's not just your Vitae, it's Vitae in general.
That's so much worse than being dead.
Resolve plus composure -1.
I should have given her 3 points, then she'd love me.
You're not wrong.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad on so many levels. Is it resolve vitae? Or no, resolve composure?
And then -1.
-1
wait,
penalty.
resolve?
It's basically resolve plus
I see it.
composure
Okay.
-1 for each blood point imbibed. So you only took
Okay,
1.
gotcha. So resolve composure -1. Gotcha. Okay. I hate everything right now.
Fuck a dog.
Isabella, gain the persistent addicted condition.
It's because Loki, the whole rolling successes on 8s is janky and doesn't mechanically work with how D10s work. I'm so mad.
I, on the other hand, wholeheartedly support this mechanic.
I mean, that's because you're used to failure, Bishop.
Failure, but I feel like I can't critically fail any more than I already have.
Oh, you could. Oh, you could.
If you want to critically fail, you can gain
A beat, I think.
Yeah, I'm just curious how much worse it can get at this point.
Let's look at conditions and see how much worse it can get.
Bishop,
okay.
I wish to emphasize. As soon as I sealed up my wound, I moved and sat by the doors. I wish to point this out in case I have to leap out of them.
On a side note, this character was all up for supporting the Carthians. He was all up for yay. Maybe they'll have a freedom of no. Now I'm literally an advocate for holy war. Let's burn them all. Burn all of these heretics.
Yeah, if you have addiction, beat. You choose to get a fix rather than fulfill an obligation.
Oh no! How do I get rid of that?
It's persistent.
Yeah.
You regain a dose of integrity, lose another dose of integrity, or achieve an exceptional success on a breaking point.
And that's what you have to do to resolve it.
Yep.
Okay, now.
You also gain the deprived condition, is in you want to indulge your addiction right now, and you suffer.
It's up farther down.
And you remove. You get -1 dice from your stamina, resolve, and composure until you indulge it.
Bishop,
So
out the doors, and I'm
Bishop,
out the
hang on,
doors,
first.
around the corner. Obviously,
Whoa!
You have-
Whoa!
You have no
If you
idea
want-
that she has this.
Back up this party train.
So you can take the dramatic failure and gain deprived, or you just gain addicted persistent. Can depend on whether you want to make a dramatic failure or not.
I mean,
you know what?
Farthingale now.
Terry, make it dramatic. Take the beat.
I was gonna say, I kind of just think it would be funny if I just woke up and immediately started trying to eat Farthingale. So I'm probably gonna do that.
Yeah, go for it. Give me a sec.
Oh boy. So you just
Cut
gonna
that.
grab
This game does not work anywhere near what I thought it did, and I'm slightly low-key salty.
I'm so salty. That's why I'm taking it out of Farthingale. Sorry, Anthony.
Have you ever wondered why I prefer to play Masquerade?
Because it's a better game.
I don't even like Masquerade.
It works better than Requiem seems to.
Okay, so like for real though, and I'm sorry in advance for this to everybody involved, except for Evan because I think he thinks it's funny. But like, can I coil the worm again to frenzy again and go after Farthingale?
Yes.
You know what? I want to try something, Bishop. If she goes for me,
Yep.
I'm going to try and intimidate her.
Not when she's in frenzy, or not.
I mean, you could try, but
You never.
Yeah.
Is it possible, Bishop? Or is it just a flat out she can't be intimidated?
So let me look this up for you, just so you have a specific wording of it, because there are a few. It does give you a loophole, but if a character tries to coerce her to behave contrary to the beast's desires, either via social actions or through disciplines, the effort fails. They can, however, divert the beast's attention to another similar target. So you could try to get them, if they're frenzying on you, could try to get them to frenzy on Joshua. But you couldn't just like terrify them into stopping.
A similar target, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I have an idea.
For the record, Anthony, don't bother. I will literally just pop her down into Topor again. Or because that's where we're going with this, apparently.
Well, no, the problem is there's a divider between the two sections. That's already been clarified.
No, there isn't.
He said there was a divider.
Oh, in that case, I will literally put my fist through it with vigor and stab her.
You don't know what's happening yet. This is the problem.
So, initiative?
Bishop, I have a question, Bishop, that I feel like I need to ask. Am I able to see that she's going into frenzy, or am I ignorant of it until the moment of Rar?
Oh, you can see she's about to enter frenzy again.
Right. I was basically wondering whether or not I actually do roll initiative, or whether I just don't see it coming and she would give a surprise.
No, definitely wouldn't count as a surprise. You can see this coming. You will have seconds of preparation for it. So
Okay, so Dex plus Wits plus 1d10.
It's 1 second. I think it's Dex plus Composure.
Oh no, it's
What?
d10 plus modifier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. 9.
That's your initiative, or is that what is
That's
that?
my initiative total.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Well,
Sorry, buddy.
my soul is going to kick you in the kidneys.
I mean, that's fair. All right, grapple bite then. What negatives do I have?
None.
Oh, none.
In frenzy, you don't suffer wound penalties.
Sweet.
Bitter.
Oh yeah, you just get to roll.
Okay, so that's just okay.
Also, I take it, Bishop, I have to roll Dex Brawl to fight her off, or Strength Brawl?
No, you just apply your defense to her. What is your defense?
Okay.
Nice.
Minus, what did you say? My standard defense is 2.
Oh, okay. So I subtract 2 for that. Actually, you know what? Can I just say I spent the blood and just keep the roll?
Yep.
Okay, so 2 successes.
Okay. You do 3. Okay, you do 3 lethal to him and take a vitae.
All right.
Because that was really my goal. My goal was just to drink his blood. So if I do that, that's fulfilling what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So 3 lethal.
Yeah, you take 3 lethal, I'm afraid. Fangs.
Right, yep.
It's the nature of frenzy.
Okay, and then does she stop frenzying, or does she keep going?
Once she's taken, she'll take 2 vitae from you and she'll stop.
Wait, so in the frenzy she takes 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm now down to 4 vitae. I'm getting hungry myself now. Give me my blood back, you thieving bitch! It would almost be funny if Farthingdale frenzied to get his own blood back. Oh,
Well,
God.
Doesn't that heal me too then?
You can use blood to heal.
You now have 3 blood, all of it mine. Hang on, Bishop.
Mhm.
Does the blood bond apply if she's drunk during frenzy? Because she's now taken 3 points of my blood into her
It has to be
system.
on different. I think it does. It still have to be on different days.
It still has to be on different days unless you're part of the coil or the voivode, in which case you can speed it up. But
Ah, right.
That's for ordo. So
Right, and blood addiction, different days as well.
no,
I mean, she's addicted to vitae anyway.
Yeah, she's already addicted to vitae, so she doesn't roll for that.
Okie dokie.
But you
Yeah,
resolve
no,
your deprived condition.
At this point, we're just gonna call off the mission and return the thing because there's nothing we could do.
Isn't there?
Not really.
We could carry on.
Yeah, we are all damaged and low on blood. I have 1 willpower.
I have 3.
I oddly enough still have a lot. I'm just nuts now.
Yeah, let's head back to the circus, recover, and then try again another night.
I am so retiring this character because none of the rules in the system work in any of the way I thought, and they're really janky and dumb.
So, do you want to return the van to its former location?
Well, do we then have to? I don't want to restake the girl. He wouldn't do it. Fuck it, I'll fight. Fuck it, we're gonna do that thing that we do, where I will fight the world, and she's coming with us.
Are we going to carry on, or are we going to quit? Personally, I vote for carrying on, purely because the truth is, the 3 of us at full power just tried to take on 2 Carthians, and you 2 who are 2 top fighters.
No, I'm not. I tried to build something that could fight, but the rules don't work the way I thought they did.
Okay, but my point is, you're still probably better at fighting than I am,
Possibly.
and you still both nearly got killed. Our best fighter, the Gangrel, got torpoed, so I don't think we stood much of a chance in any case. So we might as well go for death or glory.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go for death and glory.
You know how seldom I say those words.
I know, but at this point in time, yeah, fuck it. Let's go for death and glory.
Okay.
Can we take a side trip to go eat someone real fast?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you know what? Vigor, I'm gonna kick down a door. I'm gonna drag somebody out. I'm gonna fucking eat them.
Yeah, if we're going for death or glory, let's just find some people.
You know what? The Carthians have literally shat their house here. I am going to fucking feed on their domain. I am going to spit feed on their domain. Fuck these inbred Nazi communist cunts.
I really wish we kept hold of
I did just get to say the words Nazi communist in the same sentence.
Yes, you did.
Sorry, I get it. I'm mad.
Let's go feeding, folks. We're probably going to lose some humanity after this because.
Oh boy.
How much? So how much can I heal using blood?
I
think it's 1 for 1, isn't it?
It's
one for one. Can I do it until I run at as much as I want, or
so you spend a blood point. So this only matters in combat, but just to give you a primate, you can spend blood point, and if you spend 1 blood, you will heal either 1 bashing or 1 lethal. If you want to heal an aggravated, you need to spend 5 blood points.
Does she get to choose if it's bashing or lethal that she heals? Or is it whichever one's worse?
You start healing the least serious injuries first, which will be your lethal, and then the 1 aggravated you'll have at the very end.
So my advice to you is wait till we've got some people to nom, then you can just rapidly heal all but you're aggravated.
Okay, but I think I gotta do some math real fast, but I think I'm still at 8 blood right now. Because I was at 9, and then I spent 2, but then I gained 2 back, and then I spent 1 more.
You gained 3 back off me.
Oh, yeah, so actually, I'm at 9 right now, I think.
You are oddly safe.
Oh, no, I spent 3. So I'm at 8 blood right now. So I'll spend 1 to heal 1 of the lethal.
Let's just go and find some people to feed on. Bishop, direct us to the dinner.
Okay, let's be fair. No, we're not going to break the Carthians' domain because they're currently in the wrong. We are not going to compound their issues, but I know what we're going to do. So, Bishop, phone. I've now recombobulated. My brain is now functioning again. What was the name of that cat? What was the name of Cat's sire, who apparently had pull in the Carthians?
Sadie.
I have her phone number because she gave me her phone number the last time we met. I'm going to give her a call.
All right, 1 second.
Because if at first you don't succeed, use politics.
least we got 2 motorbikes out of this.
True.
We can
I
add
tend-
them to the acrobatics.
I know, right?
All right, you give her a call. Hey, Sadie here. What's up?
So I'm currently sitting in whatchamacallit. Where are we sitting?
You're sitting in Kingston, just outside of Kingston.
I'm currently sitting in Kingston. Lovely part of town, don't you agree?
You mind running that through me again? Why the fuck are you in Kingston?
Okay, I'm going to do this thing where I explain things, but I'm going to do it in a very concise way. And at the end of this, hopefully we'll be able to come to an agreement. So, I'm here in Kingston at the Archon's request, doing the sheriff's duty. Good stuff, you know, all hail to Princeton. I'm sure you'll agree.
I'm mainly hating, but sure.
And in the process of this, in the process of this, 2 of your thugs, after we identify that we're here on the Archon's business, attack us. They don't just attack us with guns and knives and clubs. No. They start using teeth. They were trying to kill us on the Archon's business. Now, you can see how this is going to get very messy very quickly. I'm sure the Invictus would love an excuse to take another domain off you.
Okay, so 1, never fucking use that tone with me again, or I will kill you. 2, what is it that you want? Because I'm happy to help you.
Believe it or not, I'm not. If this is a tone, I do forgive you. Your friend almost tore out my throat. It's actually, that's not him actually just being snarky. It's him actually role-playing the fact that, no, he nearly got his throat ripped out.
That's true.
So, in all reality, we are here in order to... this hurts. We are here with one of the revenants. Apparently, one of the, shall we say, fathers of these bastard kindred, no offense, my dear, has been hauled up in your domain. That's why we're here. We're here hunting it. However, now, due to the unfortunate incident that's just occurred, we are in no fit state to continue the hunt. So, let's just say, none of this needs to be mentioned to the Archons. If you can help us out with a little posse to go and round up someone who needs to be taken in. As a matter of fact, we'll even share the credit with you.
And the Revenant's drawn to Carthian turf?
Yes. Well, this one is. Both of them have 2 sets of sires, apparently. One of them sired 3, the other sired 1. The one who sired 1 is definitely locked up here in Carthian domain somewhere. We're currently trailing them, but as it stands at the moment, we've been drained, beaten up, and bloodied, so we're in no fit state to continue.
Okay. One second. She goes dead on the line for a few seconds. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, I'm just having to make a few texts because I'm getting messages from a lot of Carthians right now telling me to come down to Kingston.
Needless to say, if anything does happen to us, the Archons know where we are, and they've made it abundantly clear that it will not be pleasant. That's not a threat. I'm just repeating what they've said.
I know how the Archons love to wave their dicks around, but
well, no. The problem is that they didn't attack an Invictus dog. No, they topored a member of the Lankea, and they almost took a head off the member of the they topored a member of the Dracul, of the Ordo, and they almost took the head off a member of the Lankea. You don't want beef with the other two covenants at the same time.
Not to mention this all happened in plain view.
They attacked us in broad daylight in the middle of the street.
Well, broad nightlight.
Well, yeah. Thank you. They attacked us in the middle of the street.
To be fair, no mortals are present.
Yeah, but that's not to say security cameras weren't.
Valid. All right. I'll help you out of your mess. See to it that, well, I'll try. I'm not sure the guillotines are going to give much of a fuck about what I have to say, but I can at least sideline them for a bit. I'm sending someone down to help you.
Gucci.
Try... Calling me was a risky move, you know that, right?
Once again, it's like I said at my party, I'm oddly one of the good guys. And believe it or not, if you help us, we save this revenant girl's life. So if you help us, I can count you as one of the good guys as well.
Yeah, but who do you think the sire is if you're here?
He smiles. You see him smile, like the blood flecks across the teeth as he says, look, you can do what you want. I'm willing to die for my faith. I'm willing to die for a whole bunch of things. But the fact of the matter is that you know that if you fuck us on this, then something very hard and unpleasant descends. And the fact of the matter is that neither of us wants that.
As I said, I'm sending someone down.
Neat.
And we'll see if we can get this whole revenant thing sorted. But,
Neat.
just keep in mind, Carthians seldom sell out their own. Person who's going to be coming down, she's called Estella, good friend of mine. She'll be down there in a few minutes. I'll see you later. I gotta run because if not, you're probably gonna die. Bye.
He smiles, once again the bloody flecks across the teeth, as he says, apparently someone's coming down. They'll be here in a little bit. Hey, Izzy.
Huh?
You've seen better days.
Yeah, no kidding.
Farthingale, you've seen to Farthingale.
Yes. I have to admit, I don't like the fact the Carthians are sending someone.
Ultimately, we are up shit creek. Let us hope that we find a paddle.
If we survive this, I'm honestly in favor of war. Let them burn.
You and the Archbishop would get along famously. I'm led to understand that burning heretics is how he likes to drink his morning coffee.
As much the fact that we came here to do something righteous, something holy, and the Carthians nearly destroyed us in the process. They are actively resisting holy work.
I mean, doesn't that just mean you're bad at your jobs?
Is this the fellow Nosferatu?
So I'm not the guy Sadie sent down. I was with those two chumps, but, well, good job.
Thank you. What's your name then?
Oh, everybody these nights just call me Chav. Because of the whole
I tell
hoodie
you
and the wretched appearance and all that shit. Hey, it's funny. So,
I would. So why didn't you help your friends?
well, you know, I do what Nosferatu and my cat do best. Kind of like your friend there. Sit and watch and wait for an opportune moment. I'd say right now is quite opportune.
Are we about to engage in some kind of violent act?
Oh, fuck no. I mean, I could probably kill all of you, but that would be kind of a waste of my time, and as you said, would lead to bad shit for all involved.
I mean, unless the Carthians would like to have no domains left within the city, yeah.
I mean, you think the Invictus cares about you that much? That
No,
was
I
the
don't.
first mistake.
I don't think the Invictus care about me at all. I think the Invictus care about having a reason.
I mean, they've always had reasons, but we have a thing going right now. It's not actually a bad thing.
So, what is it I can do for you, Chad?
Well, one, I just want to let you know, that's all the whole thing. It was nasty. I feel sorry for you. But, your revenant issue.
She's a person, not an issue.
I mean, she's a person, she's also an issue. They're not mutually exclusive. But, how to put this? You know, I don't normally do stuff like this, but I'd rather you not kill my guy. So, I guess you could say I'm asking for an exchange of sorts.
You're friends with the sire.
Well, I guess if you could call him a sire.
I can't help but notice the fact that you're wearing a hoodie, which means you were talking to this individual a little bit ago, Mr. Chad.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Oh, no. No names, not yet.
Alright.
Because that's a pretty dangerous thing. I'm sure you're aware of that, because you can cast a whole gobbledygook. I've been to a couple of you guys' sermons. The gobbledygook is real. It is scary.
You're not incorrect.
Now, we're in a very awkward position, because Thaddeus and crew, they kind of fucked up.
You don't say.
You kind of got in his face, which was kind of fucking dumb. But he probably shouldn't have came at you so hard. At the same time, a lot of Carthians, as you said, a lot of people looking for excuses to do a lot of things. This whole fight is an excuse for the Carthians to do a lot of things. It can be spun a lot of ways. I don't really want that to spin against you. I don't know you, don't really have any business with you. I don't mind you guys really. You seem nice, if a bit, well, you know, I'm sure your suits were lovely. And I also don't want my friendo to die, because that's what the Invictus will do to him if a thing happens. At the same time, I don't want to fuck over a revenant girl over there because, well, she's also, as you say, a person.
I'm going to say this in very, very easy terms, Mr. Chaff. You know that we are the idiot mook squad they're sending out first. That's fine. We are idiot mooks. We are here to do a job. We are here to smile and do a job for the Princeton. That's fine. If we fail, they send the sheriff, and then the bodies start hitting the floor.
Yeah, that's my concern.
Do you know the best way for the Carthians to earn some credit? I think I do.
Oh,
Your fellows have already given the Invictus a potential excuse. You're harboring the creator of a revenant. Your people attacked agents of the sheriff. And while they, as you say, they don't give a shit about us, our deaths, the deaths of people from two different covenants, would give the Invictus
Two different covenants.
would give the Invictus some leverage. It would certainly give them a casus belli, as the old words say. And at that point, it becomes more death, more violence, potential loss of domain. It becomes a whole thing. Whereas, if you do the right thing for the Carthians, and you simply direct us to where your colleague is hidden, then when all this is said and done, instead of word getting back that the Carthians harbored someone who was a criminal, that they attacked the rightfully appointed agents of the sheriff, and so on and so forth, we go back and we say, yes, there was one Carthian. He went against the law, but his colleagues, the ones who were actually obedient to the law, who understood what was at stake, they did the right thing. They assisted justice. They ensured that what was right was done. They ensured the sheriff's edicts were followed. Suddenly the Carthians get credit. You might even be able to use this as leverage to argue for more domain rather than less.
well, that's the thing. I mean, that sounds great, but the Carthians won't get credit for this because that's not how the Invictus rolls. They will give you credit.
He's not wrong. He's correct. So, Chav, look, I have a gigantic hole in my neck. What is it that you want, and what is it that you're offering?
So the way I can see this working out for as many people involved is if what's the face over there gets made a real kindred by the guy who turned her in the first place. Because that way, she doesn't die. What's his face doesn't die. None of you die. The only issue is you come back empty-handed. Kind of never goes this. I'm trying to think of a way around that.
Why didn't your dumbass friend do this in the first place then?
Well, I mean, to be fair, he did ask for an explanation. Then you're like, Archons, bitch.
That's because that's how this works.
I'm talking about the dumbass leaving revenants around the city. If he was going to turn, if he was going to just do it.
You've been to this area, right?
The thing
There's
is,
hardly
though,
anyone out on the
is that-
streets, and most of them are not. They're already fucking drained.
Chav,
Yeah.
look, use your brain. The simple fact of the matter is that if your friend turns her, she has a death mark on her forehead. And I share that death mark. She shares that death mark. And he shares that death mark because we'll have lied.
Look, I can do. I know people. I can ask them to do a lot of things, and I can do a few things. One thing I know the Carthians will never do is turn on their own, regardless of whatever. I mean, we may handle it in house, but we're not gonna turn them into the Invictus of all people. We can't do that.
Then you know the Invictus will take them.
It comes down to a question of numbers, Chad. Do you want to? Are the Carthians content to lose one to save many? I thought that's what your people were all about. The idea that what's good for the majority not just for a small minority. He is a minority of one, or she. Whereas the Carthians collectively will suffer because of one person's stupidity. Should an idiot be responsible for the deaths of potentially dozens of Carthians?
There's a way out of this, Chav, and it's pretty simple. Joshua, the head looks and his eyes narrow, and he says, I'm not going to let anyone harm a hair on this girl's head because she doesn't deserve to be hurt any more than she's already been. None of us are the things that people make us out to be, and I'm not going to let her suffer. I promised that. I said that, and I prayed for that. That mightn't seem like much to those of us who don't have faith, but to those of us who do, I consider that a compact made between myself and a higher power. What you can do to limit the suffering is pretty simple. You give me the name, walk away. I make a single phone call. That name gets reported. That individual vanishes. It ends. No one else has to suffer. No one else needs to get hurt. Your covenant doesn't suffer anything else. I get the fact that you're all about brotherhood and loyalty, and that's fine. But at the same point in time, did your friend have any thought that ran through his head when he murdered this girl? Murder is murder. Just the fact that she's walking and talking doesn't change that. I'm unsure if Bishop is still there or not.
Not sure either.
Because that was a damn well put point, if I do say so myself.
Oh yeah, I think we've both been doing quite well on the whole points thing.
Yeah, good job.
Because our argument has pretty consistently been we're trying to save Carthian lives here. Stop being a moron. But
I mean, if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna fucking attack and TPK at this point. That's my plan.
Yeah, it's
Don't
making
TPK us.
I will admit, because this situation is making me wish I'd taken a different ritual to start with.
Yeah, no. I to be honest with you, if I could rebuild my character, I'd build entirely different because this is just weird to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so used to Dex being the power stat.
Bishop, you there?
Bishop. Wooloo. Wooloo.
Well. Man.
Try plugging in and out your headset, maybe. Or think of the Wooloos. The Wooloos will give you power.
Or at the very least, it will give me a nice lamb steak, a nice lamb dinner.
Oh no, don't. He gets really touchy about when people talk about eating delicious, savory Wooloo.
I like it with some mint and Wooloo.
You like the... So Bishop, how do you like to eat your delicious Wooloo?
Jesus.
I keep expecting to see in the private chat the words, "You're all banned."
We got 5 assholes.
No, did you hear what I said to him or no?
Yeah, I think I did.
Cool.
He's gonna say, look, what do you think the Invictus want? Because to be honest, I think the only real obstacle to us doing anything here is them. Which doesn't surprise me, but they're the only people we actually need to please, right? As long as they have their dead kindred, they'll be fine, right?
Oh, you aren't going to suggest that, are you?
So you're going to suggest we use murder to cover up the footsteps of a murderer?
At this point, again, if the three of us die, then you're not only dealing with the Invictus, but you're dealing with our covenants as well. So that's three covenants against you. You do what you're supposed
I have
to.
not suggested killing you. Also, I highly doubt your covenant would go to bat for you if it came down to it.
I mean, they're not against an excuse.
Like,
And are you entirely certain they wouldn't? If you aren't 100% absolutely, categorically certain that they wouldn't, then it isn't worth the risk for you people.
If you were important, I'd have fucking heard of you. I'm sorry to put it so bluntly and harshly.
I guarantee you've heard of me.
To be fair, I have heard of you.
There you go.
Okay.
So maybe one of you.
In that case, I have an alternative suggestion.
Oh my god, doesn't involve that fucking spear, does it?
No, it's much simpler. He'll turn and like knock on the divider and just say, start the van. We'll leave. We'll leave. We'll go. We'll go back to the sheriff and we'll tell him that we tried and your colleagues attacked after we identified ourselves, and we'll explain that a Carthian representative approached us and explained how your people would much prefer to commit more murder to conceal a murder, and that you know where this person is hidden, and we'll explain that you said you were called Chav and that we saw you wearing a hoodie and that this area is full of your people. When we've explained that, we'll ask for further instructions. And something tells me that the sheriff will be more inclined to use it as an excuse to make war on your people than he will be to punish us.
Well, at least some of us.
Joshua smiles, once again, showing the bloody flexing teeth, and says, of course, you act like the sheriff isn't watching this entire conversation right now.
Oh, there's probably somebody watching. Let's be real.
So look, I get the fact that this guy is important to you. As a matter of fact, the way I'm reading into it, he's very important to you. But the fact of the matter is that, yeah, that's all cool. It was cool right up until he stopped this girl's heart, until he forced her life to change. All because of what? I tell you what, I will entertain your logic. I will listen to your logic. I will even acquiesce to possibly this request of yours that we move forward with it if you tell me the reason why he did it, and if the reason he did it was in any way noble, had a shred of virtue to it, then maybe I'll consider it.
Oh, none of this is noble, mate. I'll tell you the most likely reason. Probably desperation and hunger. You see, I don't really know how to put in a way is to not be a dick. But, so I suppose I'll just be honest, and if I come across as like a dick, so be it. Most of the other covenants are sitting pretty. Mostly. The crone, living life on the edge a bit. But even they've got a bit of decent territory. We really don't. We got Chelsea and Fulham, and that shit's tiny. That's it. That's the one good area we have. There are about twice as many Carthians, to my knowledge. Last the Invictus checked. Is there our Lancare and Ordo? There's a lot of us.
To be fair, there's almost double the amount of Carthians as there are in the Lancea and the Invictus put together, as there are the Lancea and the Ordo put together as there are in the Carthians.
Yeah, but there's a lot of us. Like, a lot. About as many as there are fucking Invictus. And you know what the Invictus have to maintain those numbers? 9 fucking territories. We've got 5. Like, we're really trying out here. I'm not
We've
lying.
heard the story
We're
before.
really trying.
Yeah, like we've all heard this. This is not a secret. This is not new knowledge. This is pulling on our heartstrings or anything. So my question, if this is the case, is why are you trying to make more enemies by protecting this guy? At the worst, if he gets brought in, we tell them that you all cooperated. That works in your favor. Maybe not with the Invictus, but maybe with
because the Carthian dies because we fucking snitched. And that's not what the fucking Carthians do. That's not what we'll ever do.
You walked your happy ass here to come talk to us. We were gonna find him eventually.
Then you know what? You know what you do? Nice and simple. I tell you what. He leans forward, like close to the Nosferatu, and he says, "The simple fact of the matter is, I'm not going to give up this girl. I'm not going to let the individual who killed her touch her, because, frankly, he's a murdering son of a bitch. I don't care about the mitigation. I don't care about the reasoning. He killed this girl. He ended her life. He snuffed out the candle, a candle given by God. So the fact of the matter is that, yeah, you get your whole brotherhood of solidarity bullshit. However, look at it like this. It's all nice and well and good to have brothers, to have those whom you stand next to. However, if you rally around someone who's committed a crime, who chooses to hide behind the ranks of your brotherhood, who doesn't have the balls to stand forward and admit what they've done, what? What are you hiding? A murderer and a coward.
That's the thing. I don't even think he knows he did it.
No, ignorance of a sin does not negate the sin.
I know because I pay fucking attention and watch things like a smart lad, but he probably doesn't. But, like, to be honest, if you want to talk about sin and shit, start with yourselves. Like, I'm not really interested in the fucking church telling me what's moral and not, again, after all the shit they get up to. I'm getting off topic.
The fact of the matter is that, yeah, we can come to some kind of agreement. You tell us what we want to know, or we wait, or we die. The fact of the matter is, I'm willing and ready to die. I'll meet my God with a clean conscience. But your friend is going to die one way or... No, I'll amend that statement. Your friend will face punishment one way or the other. We are not here... You know what? You're a Carthian. We're here not to kill him. We're here to bring him to face justice. Argue it in the courts. Put forward a case. Do what Carthians do. If he comes quietly, he will not be harmed. That wasn't our orders. We were told to bring him in alive if possible. Let him face justice. Then you have your stage to perform your drama de politique. The Carthians love a stage.
And if he really was ignorant of what he did, he can bring that forth. Again, it doesn't excuse anything, but it's something.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, have you guys met a fucking Invictus before? Do you know how they work, right? Like,
then what exactly do you suggest? We either go and leave her here, in which case when we're questioned by the Invictus, and I'm fairly certain we will be, we are forced to lie. If they discern that, then they'll kill us. And then they'll come looking for her and her sire. And frankly, I'm unwilling to go to my God with lies on my soul.
And I leave this child only over my dead body. As I said, as God is my witness, she's suffered enough.
Because I was going to say, there's one way we can handle this, which is I can present you with some ashes in 24 hours.
Will they be his?
They'll be somebody's.
No.
Okay, this is the same circle we've been going around. We're not lying on your behalf.
Especially since
I'm not giving up my guy to a bunch of fucking strangers who are lackeys for the fucking Invictus.
okay then.
Like,
In that case,
there are fucking dozens of revenants in the city. What makes this one so fucking special?
can I make a request then?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
He's going to get out of the van, Bishop. He's going to say, "Can you and I have a private word? One Nosferatu to another."
You know what? That's legit.
He'll take a few steps away, and he'll say quietly, "Let myself and my friends leave." The fact is, we're not getting anywhere.
Really not.
They aren't going to. They are just going to keep arguing and arguing. It'll go round in circles. But I think I can persuade them to just go. Let us leave quietly, peacefully, and then between the five of us, if we include the Revenant girl, this ceases to be much of our problem. You let higher ups within the Carthians deal with it their way. We hand it off to whoever we answer to. Because let's be honest, you said yourself, if you knew who we were, then we'd be important. We're not. We're small fry. Is there any point in arguing with small fry? Let the bigger fish deal with it.
And that's the thing, like, we're both small fish here, being directed by bigger fish. Doesn't really feel right.
Nothing ever will.
Yeah.
It's the nature of being a Nosferatu. Like I said, let's just leave.
Hey,
We hand this off.
I'm happy to let you go. Like, to be honest, we can, you know what? I do you a solid because you've been upfront with me, and nos to nos, I respect that a whole lot. Are you gonna come back here, or do you just want to leave it up to everybody else? Because I respect that decision. You know, I don't really want to be here either.
Personally, if I had the chance, I'd rather not go to my god tonight. If we stay or we come back, there's a good chance we die.
Yeah, good chance all of us die, to be honest.
Yeah. And like I said, I'd rather wait at least one more night before I see paradise.
Yeah, don't really want to see, you know, the goon squad replaced with a death squad. My apologies. I'm having a laugh.
I understand.
Look, I got texts from Sadie saying she's sending someone down there. That's you, right? That's you guys?
No, she's sending someone else.
Yes, I said. So, fuck.
It's worth remembering, of course, if we linger, Sadie's friend might arrive.
Yeah, she's gonna be down there soon, I think. She's pretty quick on her fucking feet. To be honest, she could probably bulldoze past Thaddeus and those guys. But,
don't think she's going to be happy to give up anyone either.
Well, at that point, it's above our pay grade.
Ah, fuck. Tell you what. Man, I'm going to feel real shit for this. I'm going to have a chat with some of the higher-ups. I can get you to make a case to them. Because I can't give up the name. I can't do that. One, the dude's my friend, and two, I'm not a snitch. It's just not in me. You know, just like you have your faith and you can't compromise on that. I can't compromise on my beliefs either. And, you know, I respect the conviction you guys have. I really do. So I tell you that. Yeah. I'll send word to our ups. Send the girl back or just fucking do whatever you have to do to stall the fucking Archons. I don't know. Who sent you? Who was the one? Because I know there's only 2 out right now. They're pretty overworked.
I'm not sure. That's Joshua's job over there.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm willing to bet it was the Lancair one, wasn't it? Because I bet if it was Kozlova, I'd have heard down the grapevine.
Very likely it was the Lancair one.
Yeah.
After all, she is our boss. Well, he. I can't really remember.
Well,
I don't have enough interaction with Archons.
We might need to bring Joshua on this, but what if you can work something out on our end to just delay for long enough for us to sort our shit out? We might be able to get you the name.
If
nothing else, we'll be able to see justice done.
If your higher ups are willing to at least consider getting us the name, then I think we can buy you guys some time.
Yeah, because
essentially, at least.
My 3 priorities are Revenant girl. I don't want to fuck her over. I know what it's like to be in a position like that. I don't fuck over people like that. 2, honestly, I don't want to give Invictus more room to fuck us over, because either way, either you find a sire here and then use that as an excuse to fuck us, or what Thaddeus did fucks us. So I don't, I'm trying to protect the Covenant, to be honest. And 3, I don't want to fuck you girls over, one, because I don't actually know you particularly well, although I would love to come to your circus show sometime. And 2, because you didn't come here under false pretenses.
Like we said, we aren't going to lie.
Yeah. I mean, your friend went about it in a really fucking stupid way, but he was at least honest.
He's a believer in strength and hierarchy.
Fucking yikes, mate. But I'll just leave it at that. Alright. If nothing else, we can ensure that justice is served for the guy that did this. Because I want to give him a fair shake, because the Invictus won't give him a fair trial at all. They'll fuck him. They'll either brainwash him or kill him. Probably kill him publicly. If they don't send him to the little concentration camp that they think is a rehabilitation center.
Mm-hmm.
So
justice is all we want.
Yeah. And I can at least... I can try. I can at least guarantee you the attempt.
Like I said, we're all small fish. All we can do is our best.
Yeah, I'm a small fish. Fortunately, I know the big fish well enough, so I'll have a word with Stanford, and I'll see what we can do. You mind if I take this news? You mind if we take this news to your friends?
Yeah, I'll let them know.
Oh, by the way, visit the catacombs sometime. We'd be happy to have you down there.
I might just do that. Be nice to be among family, so to speak.
Yeah. You seem like a cool guy.
I try. Now, let's see if I can talk Joshua down.
Yeah, I mean, you can take the girl back. We ain't gonna touch her. Estella... Shit. Okay, I want to give Sadie a call. I'm gonna fuck off now. I'm gonna see if I can get Estella and Sadie to come the fuck down. And you can get your guys to come the fuck down. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds fair.
Okay, good. Cool. I'll see you later. Send you my regards, or however you say. I don't really know. I'll see you fucking later.
Yeah. God be with you.
Yeah, oh god. Yeah. I could use him right now, I'll be honest.
With that, he'll walk back to the van. Get to the window where Joshua is. So we're going now, and we're taking the girl with us.
What are they going to do?
I'll explain when we're back at the circus. Take my word on this, old friend.
Very well then.
Gets into the back of the van. Closes.
Since Izzy is what I will refer to as all the fucked up shades to Christmas. Hi, Izzy.
I still kicked your ass.
I think at this point, like, get the girl to drive us back to the circus. Probably giving her directions on the way.
So Bishop, as we drive, I have to make that phone call again. To the testes.
And on the way, like I will explain that the Carthian representative has at least agreed to try and get them to hand over the name, but he's going to present this and basically tell him everything that was said, and then at the very least we might be able to fuck over the Carthians. Or we might even be able to get the name, because if we can get the name, I can start. Well, we can all. The Lancashire can start cursing this fucker.
You're not wrong. So Bishop, I press the dial button for the Archon. Whilst when we get back to the circus, Joshua takes out his cell phone. He starts smoking.
What is it?
Everything has gone ever so slightly fucked up.
How so?
We were in insert name of place here.
Kingston.
We just gotten into Kingston, and it found out that we were being followed. 2 Carthians on motorcycles. We pulled over because, let's face it, we didn't want the confrontation, and we tried to talk it out. We identified ourselves, and we even identified the office that we were there representing. Rather than listening to us, they chose to attack. Oh, they didn't just choose to attack with bottles and clubs and guns. No. They launched right into it with teeth. Torpored Dr. Morrow before we were able to beat them off. Bastards. Turns out that this individual in question, the one that we're hunting, is not only a Carthian, but that they're protecting him. One of their representatives, an individual by the name of
Chav, I believe.
Yes. Chose to keep the name, but he knew the name. The Carthians are circling the wagons to protect their own. Mind you, he did say that he would speak to the representatives of the Carthians and hopefully get us a meeting in order to ascertain the name. I'm not sure how many hoops you want to jump through, but needless to say, we couldn't fight the entire three kindred could not fight the Carthian movement tonight.
These Carthians knew you were coming here under the sheriff's purview, yes?
Yes. I identified that to them.
And they don't have a defense. That's inexcusable.
Ultimately, it boils down to currently what you want to risk in order to get the name. We can continue to dance the song and the dance with the Carthians and go through their procedures, or you can do, or you or the sheriff can do what it is you prefer. At that point, it's up to you. The girl fulfilled her role. It was the covenant that it was certain individuals in the covenant that prevented us from seeing through our duty. We were too bloodied and beaten by the time this all ended to be more efficient. As I said, they tortured the good doctor. I am nearly spent both in terms of blood and in terms of will. And Mr. Farthingdale had to contend with the frenzied attack of our own coterie mate because of her, shall we say, rather rude awakening from Topor.
And you could have left that part out. Whatever.
Shush.
My missing blood is saying that he shouldn't have missed it out.
You want it back?
No, because then you'll have to roll for VK addiction, and knowing you're like Anthony, you'll triple botch.
It would be quite funny to see the two of them like ending up blood bonded to each other.
They hate each other, but they love each other, but they hate each other.
Blood orgies.
So
that's
where we currently sit. We tried our best, but we weren't, frankly, as we said, we were too damaged by the time the conflict ended to continue on. They went straight for the kill. I haven't seen that like before.
I was just going to have an honest fruit brawl with them.
Yeah, I'll put this on speakerphone so everyone can talk. That's nice and easy.
Yeah.
I don't care what the Carthians want or what they're offering. A task was given, it was to be done. The fact that they obstructed you, as I said, is inexcusable. There will be repercussions for this.
There was one last thing. Oh, sorry, continue.
But the revenant located the sire within Kingston, yes?
Correct. Not only that, but this individual knows the name of the Carthian in question.
He was afraid to give us the name, my lady. He has apparently been to some sermons and is, in his words, aware that the weeaboo, I think he said, is real. By that, I think he was referring to our Theban ways. It seems the Carthians are afraid to risk exposing one of their own by name.
I pointed out that these actions taken whilst we were representing not only your office, but the sheriff, was an affront to the city, and that they were, well, shall we say, they understood the repercussions of what they did, attacking individuals on the city's business. I'm not sure if it was desperation or what was the reasoning, but once again, they seemed happy to attack us.
Although, to give the Carthians one small piece of credit, my lady, it seems I get the distinct impression, based on when I spoke to this Chav person. I can't be certain, I'm no expert, but he gave me the strong impression of being unnaturally close to this person.
His sire, perhaps.
his sire, or perhaps someone he is heavily blood bonded to, and it seemed that affection was the only thing stopping him handing over the name. I suspect, in other circumstances, the Carthians wouldn't be against surrendering this person. Perhaps their higher ups, their betters within their ranks, could be persuaded. That would at least minimize blood lost on all sides.
Are you trying to convince her to hold off on going harder than the Carthians?
No, not as such. I'm basically trying to point out that there is a way we can do. How should I put this? That that there is an opportunity available to get this without bloodshed and relatively quickly. Whereas a war will take time, it will take resources, it will take effort. When there is a potential way to do this without that. If that way becomes useless, if the Carthians say no, then war becomes inevitable. But while there is an option to do it without bloodshed, it seems sensible to at least try a peaceful option first. Because once we've got this guy's name, then we can separately punish the Carthians and for getting in the way of the city's representatives. Because that's a separate crime.
There could be another method, Archon. If you wish to not exact the vengeance, it's actually interesting considering our church is all about vengeance.
We're about punishment.
Yeah. We could always simply appeal to the Carthians on the ground of their own Carthian beliefs. State forth a petition to them that this individual has broken not only the city's law, but also the covenant, but also the law of the Carthians that they themselves hold to. Essentially make them the individuals who will have to carry out justice and present this individual because their own moral beliefs would force it. Or we can go in or we can do the loud approach. I personally don't care.
She actually does give a really heavy sigh. I absolutely despise this bullshit politics. Why is it so hard for kindred to hold themselves fucking accountable? What was the name of this person, this Nosferatu?
He went by
himself Chav.
Sorry.
He called himself Chav, my lady.
All right. I'm going to have a word with Chav. Oh, once you're healed, I don't want to rob this revenant a chance of a better life, nor do I want to rob you your opportunity of success, so I will leave you to deal with the rest once the name is discovered.
It is my intention, because this girl does not deserve... No, he does not say that Chav was willing to murder someone, because I'm pretty sure that would mean that Chav becomes a handful of dust. He will say, this girl does not deserve the fate that has befallen her, and when this is ended, it is my intention to request the right to uplift her myself. It is only right.
If that is your desire, just keep in mind the cost of such an act.
I will pray upon it, but I feel as though the Lord has delivered her into my hands for a reason, and I refuse to allow her to suffer the horrendous condition that she currently finds herself in.
We cannot ignore the providence that she is guarded not only by a member of the Order of Dracul, but two of the members of our covenant, my lady. Providence placed her under our care. Providence dictates that she must at least have the chance to be among the Lancashire.
She will be my child, dear Farthingdale. I will not insist that she join any covenant. She will choose her own path.
I did say that she'd be given the chance.
Mm. If that is amenable, then ultimately, if you have any further orders as it pertains to the situation, we stand ready and able to hear them. If not, we will simply await time when you do have instruction.
Stand by for the moment, Farthingdale. I may call upon you when I go to see this chap. I believe your presence may be helpful.
As you bid, my lady.
I heard Isabella's voice earlier. She is awake, yes?
Yeah, I'm here.
What is your current state of being? Are you alright? How much blood did you take? I can't imagine you awakened of your own accord.
I'm alive,
Pardon?
relatively.
I will leave the matter of your assault to you and whether you wish to take it to your covenant. But if you do, you would have my support.
At this point, I just want to see this entire situation resolved. I want to see the Carthians brought to justice, those that deserve it, those that were involved. I'm not particularly worried about personal grudge. I just want to see this to the end.
I see you uphold your covenant values well. And that is what we will see done. And then when we have that name, we will fall on them as if he were the devil's own. I didn't intend to get so personally involved, but considering members of the Coffins have gone out of their way to obstruct you, I may as well indulge myself.
It is funny. I said to you something like this would happen.
I wonder how far the Carthians will be willing to go in order to right it.
From the way that Chav spoke, it seemed to me to be a case of, if you attack one of us, you attack us all.
There is one thing, my lady.
Yes.
Based on the way Chav was talking and the things he was saying, it seemed to me, at least, the Carthians are more afraid of the wrath, or at least as they call it, the injustice that they believe will be leveled against them by the Invictus. I think if we had some way of assuring them that the Invictus would not be the dominant force in their trial, they might be more willing to cooperate. Of course, I leave it to your judgment.
We are outside the Carthians' disputes of Vium Victus. They are their own. That's how I intend for it to remain. Is there anything else?
I don't believe so, my lady. Unless Dr. Moreau or Joshua have anything they wish to say.
No, we thank you for your time, Inquisitor.
Thank you for your service. Contrary to how this turned out, I don't hold it against you.
As I have said, we were quite happy to do our duty until an entire covenant decided to slam a door in our face.
Then I shall be seeing you and your revenant escort later.
As you wish.
Godspeed.
God go with you, my lady.
May he always watch over your footsteps.
Click, phone goes off.
Well, that wasn't quite the trash fire I was expecting.
Joshua sinks down into the armchair that he's sitting in his office. It just kind of the head just connects with the table, just like.
So thunk, thunk, slam.
Yep.
Today has been a day.
One of the least pleasant for some time.
I'm getting tired of politics.
I started tired of politics.
I beg your pardon?
I started tired of politics.
Ah, so where are you now? Homicidally insecure with politics?
You know, Philadelphia's nice this time of year.
I mean, we could go on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again.
I wouldn't mind
Written by Willie Nelson on a donkey.
I wouldn't mind a few months in Paris, I must admit.
Oh, like yes, let's go to the birthplace of Carthianism. That'll cheer me up.
You never know. Disneyland might be fun.
Oh, we could go to Disneyland.
Oh, we go to Disney World. There's manatees there.
Yes, go to
You
Disney.
mean that there were manatees there?
I was suggesting we try and arrange to be able to get hired by Disneyland as performers for night shows.
I mean, I'm not saying that I would make the perfect Disney antagonist, but
And I would certainly be good at driving people into the arms of Mickey and Minnie.
so Bishop, because I have to do something that he finds deeply unpleasant. So basically, this poor girl has to stay a revenant longer, doesn't she?
Yep.
He is
Just
going
in case we need to use her to find the sire again.
He is going to sit her down, and he is going to explain what is happening. And he is then going to say that he promises that he is going to end this nightmare for her. And when the next time as soon as he's able, but that he has basically that they have to send her back to sleep, which means that because or else the hunger will be too much.
She grimaces at that. Her face becomes very, very tight. And she will find her courage.
He will say, he kind of does this thing of, I tell you what, Mr. Farthingdale, why don't you hold her hand? There you go.
Bishop, is she still quite visibly a bit scared of Farthingdale?
Oh yeah.
He's going to up until this point he's tried to keep something whenever he's trying to be kind of creepy, he keeps a smile on. Lets the smile drop completely. Eyes closed for a moment. Walks over. Kneels down beside her. Takes hold of her hand. Hello, my dear. I know this is going to be unpleasant for you, but think of it this way. From your perspective, this will not be much longer. Soon, you'll be free. And if it helps, we're not going to enjoy this any more than you are.
Whilst he does this, whilst he's basically having her tell me about the rabbits.
Yeah, that's basically what he's doing. He's keeping her focused on him.
What Joshua walks around behind her. I'm going to spend my second last point of blood because I'm a decent person to activate my vigor, and he basically puts the stake right over the heart from the back and punches it into the chest.
Okay. And as Farthingale comforts her, she immediately falls to the ground.
Farthingale's going to catch her if he can. Like, put his arm out.
However, at this point, you are horribly starving. Joshua, we will handle that another scene because it's been 3.5 hours. My apologies.
So just carry the girl over to a sofa. Put her down.
Yeah, I think that's a good place.
Okay. And thank you, players, for playing, particularly through this very, very long scene. It was very long. My apologies. And thank you, watchers, for watching for 3.5 hours. I bet none of you did. And we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.